Okay, now I can say hello guys. How's it going? Me being a doofer forgot to turn my microphone on, but how's it going, guys? Now I've got a question for you all. Is it cold in here, or is it just me? So as you can guess, we are parked at Innsbruck just now, and I did not realise it was snowing here. So this is going to be a very interesting takeoff, at least. So hello everyone, how is it going? As I start every single live stream, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. In the chat we've got Oh Hey Jack, hello to you, Train Nutter, Nick S, James, some crazy person, Fierce Boba, welcome, UMP Snay, hey buddy, how's it going? Hopefully things are going well down there. Sharan, welcome, Stig, Fresh, Matt, how's it going, guys? How y'all doing? Okay, let me actually read your comments very quickly. Train Nutter is playing with the VC10 Piper Warrior demos. Nice. Piper Warrior, I know, is a decent GA aircraft. Hello everyone. Hello. Alvaro, welcome. Fierce Boba, FSX tutorials are epic. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I do recognise your name from the recent comments on my channel. Snay, everything is loud and clear. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know, Snay. Carfell, welcome. Shamil, welcome. Gerard, Ethan, Billy, how's it going, guys? Excellent. So, as the stream says, this is going to be something a little different for me. Yeah, so we're going to be flying from Innsbruck, as you can see where we are currently, to London City. Now, the reason this is different is that I'm going to be doing a couple of things that I've never done ever in FSX. First is I'm going to be flying the Airbus A318, which is the baby version of the Airbus A320, and I'm going to be performing a steep approach into London City. And I think I've performed a steep approach before into London City, and it is vastly different to performing a normal approach. There's going to be a new procedure that you have to do during a steep approach. I think there should be an extra button in the cockpit that we need to be pressing. Yes, this one over here called steep approach. So we have to remember to push that button on our way into London. But yeah, it's gonna be something completely different. The whole like flare technique that you're gonna need to land is gonna be completely different as well. So we're gonna see how that goes. Anyway, let me just catch up on comments again. Thomas, I'm from England, just flew into Innsbruck about 7 hours ago. It was just like that. What a coincidence. Well, there you go. James Daniels on VATSIM. If you're asking if I'm on VATSIM, I'm not on VATSIM. I don't fly on VATSIM. I dislike VATSIM very much. Jose, welcome from Argentina. Hello from London. Kevin, Abdullah, Vedant, hello guys. Ali, welcome. MVL, I'm not going to be flying anywhere else. I've got my stream planned, and that is where I'm going. Thorn, welcome. Let's see, Vedant, isn't that steep approach verified? Yes, the Airbus A318 is, I think it's the only Airbus which is verified and certified for steep approaches. Alvaro, is that why we're flying the A318? Because it's a steep approach? Yes, as I just said. Yeah, I think it's one of the few aircraft which are certified to can perform a steep approach. Flight time is going to be about 1.5 hours, so I'm not going to be really kind of rushing or anything. I'm just going to be taking it nice and easy. This is probably the last Wednesday. Well, this will be the last kind of late night live stream before Christmas. So we're just gonna take it nice and chilled out and relaxed. Everyone's kind of Christmas is coming. Everyone's kind of getting a bit hectic. So we're just gonna take it nice and chill, nice and relaxed, and it'll all be okay. Matt J, welcome to the live stream. Nick S, is this the Aerosoft A320 checklist? Pretty much, yeah. I'll be pretty much following the Airbus A321, 320, 319 are all pretty much identical. The only one that's slightly different is the A318 because it has the steep approach functionality. But the Airbus A321, 320, and 319 all have the exact same cockpit. A pilot who is trained in one of those 3 aircraft can fly any of those 3 aircraft, because the cockpit on all the systems, all the switches, all the layout is exactly the same between each aircraft. Each aircraft is just a slightly different size. You know, A321 is a bigger version, the A320 is the normal version, A319 is a slightly smaller version, and then the A318 is a tiny version. Anyway, Ethan Wood, hello from Australia, hello from London. Anyway, the Kent Flyer, welcome. Tim, welcome. Geez, really busy today. How are you all doing, guys? James Daniels, does the steep approach button affect the landing? Yes, it does. What it does is when we begin our final approach, what it does, the steep approach does, is it actually partially deploys the spoilers to help control the speed. I think, and there's might maybe some other things that it does. But that's the main one. Is it actually partially deploys a couple of the flight spoilers to control the speed as the aircraft's coming down. And also you'll also hear that some of the call outs that the aircraft does is slightly different as well. Hopefully they're in this aircraft. I've never actually done it. As I said, this is the first time I'm ever going to try performing a steep approach. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's see, who have we got in the chat? I will power on the aircraft in a moment. We've got Sylvan, hello to you. Is it going to be like this all the way? No. Once we get out of Innsbruck, it will clear up a bit. Once we get above the clouds, it'll be okay. And Kostas, Kalinichta, Tikanati. James, thanks mate, no problem. Alvaro, the A318 looks cute. Yeah, it's a tiny little, like I said, it's a little baby Airbus, this one. And yeah, this is not this might be a real world flight, I don't know, but I'm not following a real world flight in real time. This is kind of historic weather from earlier on today. So the time in the sim just now, I think, is about 11 a.m. Zulu time, which means it's about noon in Innsbruck as it was today, and historic weather should be part of that as well. So, and this is just going to be like a fictional flight because I couldn't find a real world flight to follow in the daytime at this time. So anyway, let's have a look here. Alexandros, welcome. So I'm trying to read there. I'm not sure what the second. Is that Kelly Nita? No, it's Kelly Spera. So I'm trying to read the Greek there. Sorry, Alexandros, I don't know what your second word there is. Snay will help me out there with that. But welcome to the stream, guys. Elliot, hello from Australia. Hello from London. Okay, sorry guys. I do apologise. You guys, I'm loving how active you guys are in the chat. So thank you very much for that. But I do need to just keep my eyes away for you for 2 seconds. Let me just get the aircraft started up, and then we'll, as I said, we'll get moving slowly but surely. So cold and dark, same as the A320. If you click in the top corner of the screen, I do have a link to my A320 tutorials. Pretty much all of the A320 procedures and checklists and guides can all be applied to this aircraft as well. So if you want a bit of shameless self-promotion, go and check that out. So batteries are on. We'll turn the external power on now. We'll get the nav lights on. There. We'll turn on all the displays. This display should not be on. Why is that on already? Okay, maybe a slight little bug there. Bodes well for the flight. We'll definitely need to turn the weather radar on as well, I suspect. We'll turn on the ECAMs in the middle here as well. Okay. That's all okay. And then we'll set our fuel and load. So how much fuel are we taking? So we're going to be taking a little bit of fuel. 5,700 kilograms. So that's 5.7, and we'll start loading that in now. And we've got 93 passengers, and we've got no cargo on board. If anyone's wondering, I think Snays mentioned it already, but I use SimBrief to plan all of my flights. So if anyone's, I do also have a tutorial video about how to set up a flight plan using SimBrief. So if you're interested, you can check that out as well. Right, so we'll do just our initial prep. So we'll turn on the ADIR systems, which are inertial reference systems. Fuel pumps apparently all come on now, according to Aerosoft's documentation. Engine generators are on already. They've got 2 fault lights there. Actually, let me get a better view of this for you guys. Lower overheads. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Overhead panel view. Right. So we've got our fuel pumps just up here that I've turned on. We've got the engine generators, which currently say there's a fault. That's normal because the engines are not switched on. Therefore, the engine generators are not working. So that's okay. The packs, again, are not working because the engines aren't running, so that's normal. APU bleed air is switched off, which is fine. Anti-ice, we'll have it switched off for now. We probably will need that on departure. Probe and window heat is on auto, so that's okay. Seatbelt signs, come on now. So there are no smoking signs. Emergency lights we will arm. And then we can come down to the front view here. So flight director, just cycle that off and back on again. Anti-skid switch is on. Landing gear is down, lever's down, we've got 3 green lights. We can turn the radios on. We're not going to be using the radios at all, really, and only for me to get a weather report later on. So we're not flying online, we're not flying on VATSIM or IVA or anything like that. Engine masters 1 and 2 are off. The engine ignition switch is in the central position, that's okay. Speed brake is retracted, flaps are up. Transponder is on standby, parking brake is off because we've got chocks in. Cool. Sorry guys, let me just catch up with the comments here. Let's have a look here. I saw someone asking if this was FSX Steam Edition. Yes, this is FSX Steam Edition. Tim, yep, this is FSX Steam Edition. I'm Mega, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Wish FSX was also compatible for Mac. Unfortunately, I think FSX is about 10 years old nowadays, so that might be why it's not compatible with the Mac. Alvaro, what's different in the steep approach flare? You'll get some automated callouts, I think. So as we're coming down, like you know how you get the 50, 40, 30 warnings, we might not get that. I don't think we'll get any of that actually. What it'll do is as we're approaching, it will call out standby, flare. And then as it calls out flare, that's at 50 feet because we'll be descending a lot quicker. We basically yank the controls back and hopefully put it down gently. As I said, I've never done this before, so doing this live for the very first time, we're gonna see how that goes basically. Alexandros, second is good night. You got it right. Have a night. Thank you, Alexandros. I'm glad. I will do. Pardon me. James Daniels, do I use GSX? No, I don't use GSX at all. The Lord sees this is a Payware Airbus. Yes, this is the Aerosoft Airbus. Let's have a look here. Anders, welcome. Dennis, welcome. Let's have a look here. So just catching up. Paul Martin, welcome back. Good to see you. I thought you were cheating on me with another streamer there. Let's have a look here. Let's see here. Tim, what? Are you talking about FSX not logging your hours? Let's have a look here. Fusion Ace, welcome. Let's have a look here. Fusion Ace, first stream have you ever made it to since I always stream at like 2 in the morning for you. Oh well, welcome to the live stream. I'm glad. Hopefully this will be quite interesting for you. Let's have a look here. Ethan, how am I flying? We're going up to flight level 380 today. Alexander Halo, welcome to the live stream. And Abdullah, anyone from London here? Yep, I am. Sub-destroyer is from Australia. Awesome. Right. So, MCDU setup. So, again, I'm going to have to ignore the chat, sorry. But what we'll do is we'll get all of the flight computers set up for the flights just now. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my flight plan here. Just take it across to my other screen. So, if you bear with me, I'll just run through the MCDU setup just now. So, we go to the init page. And then we're starting at LOWI, which is Innsbruck, and we're going to EGLC. Right, align the IRS. That'll be done when IRS is. Oh, the IRS is already done. Excellent. Never mind. Flight number. So it's just a fictional flight number, as far as I know, BA318, because we're flying British Airways in a A318. Constant index is really low today. It's a constant index of 5, and cruising flight level is 380. Next we come down to flight plan and lowy. So we are going to be taking off from runway 08, which is that one there, and then we're going to be taking the ADIL 1J departure, which will take us to the Adillo waypoints. So we insert that, scroll down to Adillo here, and then we follow some airways. So we're taking Y703 up to, let's see, I'll see if I can shortcut this. Now I'm going to UP66, MOGT, yep, that's correct, and then UL608. KBT, yep, that's correct, and then UZ210, oops, to Tidgo, yep, and then UL608, to Lersu, and then we're going to Summum. Wow. That's probably the first stream in months where I've managed to enter the whole flight plan and not have an issue with it. Fantastic. So, not going to put in the departure just yet. We'll check the wind direction and the weather at London City a bit later on in the flights, and we'll finish off the flight plan later on into the flight. Not going to worry about checking the departure procedure, although if we see a mountain ahead of us, then well, that'll be a cause for concern, I guess. Going to the second page now. So our block fuel was 5.7 tons, or 5,700 kilograms. Performance. So we'll do a flaps 2 takeoff because we're in mountainous terrain. So flaps 2 gives us a bit more lift. Very low V1 speed, 89 knots. V rotate at 120, and then we'll be making our way out at 124. Yeah, and I think that's all okay there. So flicking that back onto flight plan. Yeah, we got fuel loaded on there. So yeah, that's everything there. So let me just check charts here. So yeah, so this is Innsbruck here. So what we'll do is we'll back out from the apron, go down to runway 08. What I'll do is I'll go onto the runway, we'll taxi down to the ends, turn around and take off. So it looks like we are going to have to do a U-turn after we take off. I know this quality might be really bad for you guys, but we're going to be taking off heading east, and then we're going to have to basically do a U-turn, fly back over Innsbruck, and then we'll be taking this Adillo departure here. This one says it's Adillo 2J, we're taking 1J, but it'll pretty much be identical to this one. And then from there we'll be flying out to this MOGT waypoint anyway, and yeah, we'll be on our way up towards the UK from there. Cool. Right, let's have a look. Let's see here. Let's see. Paul, you're the one for me. Ah, you little charmer, you. James Daniels, what are my Christmas plans? I'm just having a quiet one at home with family this Christmas. Anders Pan, haven't been online for months, so does anyone know if Doof has been flying in real life at all? I know if I've been flying, and I have not been flying in real life, sadly. I'm praying for a lottery win over Christmas. If I get a lottery win, then rest assured, I'm buying a bunch of GoPros and I'm going to the nearest flight school, and I'm gonna get with PPL and I'm gonna vlog the entire process. So if anyone knows how to select good lottery numbers, let me know. Razor Reaper, welcome to the live stream. Ethan Wood speed, I'm not sure about speed yet. It'll probably be about 0.7, max 0.7. V1 rotate, he's getting his private. I guess you mean your private pilot's license, if that's correct. Congratulations. Bavik, welcome to the live stream. And the rest of you are just talking amongst yourselves. Excellent. Right. So we'll do the rest of the kind of initial pre-flight here. So what we do is make sure the landing system is off. On the EFIS panel, make sure we've got arc mode. 10 miles. Yep, that looks like it's going to be okay. Actually, what I'll do is I'll jump into plan mode quickly. Yeah, so you can see here we've got this very sharp turn, so we're going to be taking off, flying up to this DOEJ waypoint, and pretty much doing a U-turn. So what I'll probably do is leave the flaps out for a little bit, just to give us a bit better climb performance. But I'll see how the aircraft behaves after takeoff, because obviously we've got mountains over there and mountains over there, and we don't want to hit any of them because mountains are bad. Mountains and planes don't get on with each other. Anyway, flick that back into arc mode. Right, FCU altitude. So we'll just dial this up to our cruising altitude, because I'm not going to be concerned about constraints. So we push that in, push that heading in, and push the speed in. So the FMC is ready to take over all of that, and the irises are aligned. Right, so next we'll put the APU master switch on. Got the APU down here, so keep an eye on the APU as that starts. Let's see here, we've got we've got Crafty Boy in the chat as well. Welcome, Crafty Boy, how's it going? Good to see you back. Paul Martin Snap is on your lottery win list. I think it's on everyone's lottery win list. The thing is, even if I'm just like one of the millionaires that they get, I don't want the jackpot. I just want like 1 million. It's not a lot. I don't want the jackpot. Just a little bit. That's all I need. Let's see. Snay is laying down the law. Good man. And you don't want to mess with Snay after he's laid down the law. Let's see here. Razor, ironic that the Antonov 225 is the largest plane in operation, but no one really cares about it. Well, I think it's because we don't really see it in Europe all that often, so that's probably why we don't talk much about it. Pilot Panos Yasu T Canis. Abdullah, how long is the flight going to be? It's about 1.5 hours, I think. That's what Simbrief has told me. Anders, would not be possible to obtain it per hour, probably, but I live in London, so I can't really save any money right now. James, beer or cola? Depends if I've had a traumatic week. If it's been a traumatic week, beer. If it's been a decent week, cola. Panos, I'm great, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good. Crafty Boy, PC specs on the About page on my channel, so if you click on my name and go to the About page on my channel, you'll find my PC specs there. I do actually need to update that because my mouse broke. Right. So the APU is started, so we'll turn on APU bleed air, and that will get the cabin nice and warm. because it's currently -1 in the cabin. So we'll get the bleed air on, and then we'll start loading passengers on. Paul Martin, if you win big millions, you'll get 50k to spend on my flight things. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate that. As I said, if I was to win the lottery, like what I'd love to do is, yeah, like have like maybe 2 or 3 GoPros as well, so that I could set them up in the plane, like for every flying lesson, and kind of record the whole lot, and kind of, yeah, like I said, like kind of make a kind of like a mini series of vlogs going through PPL. That'd be epic. But yeah, because getting a PPL in the UK is only about 6 to 9 grand, I'd say. Flight Sim Gamer, please fly on IVAO. I cannot at the moment because I'm not registered. Although I will, I do. If I was going to fly using an online service, I would choose IVAO over VATSIM. But no, I'm not going to be flying online just now. Alright, it's currently 8 degrees. So if anyone's not sure how to read this, so the temperature which has been set is what you can see in the kind of the outline of the plane here, but the actual duct temperature at the moment is the numbers at the bottom there. So that's the actual temperature of air flowing into the plane. So it's currently 10 degrees. So just give that a couple more seconds, and then we'll start loading the passengers. Not that it matters, but we'll do it anyway. Let's have a look here. Bavik, if you win the lottery, dump 90% on Bitcoin. Hell no, Bitcoin is way too volatile. I don't get the whole Bitcoin thing. Like, how can you just create a currency out of thin air? I don't understand it. I think it's all going to end in tears one day. But who knows? Maybe I just don't know enough about it, but it's kind of scary to see how quickly the currency is fluctuating. I'd much rather, like, the thing is, like, I've figured it out. Like, I could comfortably live on, if I win £1 million at Christmas, I could live until I'm 100 without, like, just keeping that 1 million, without changing my lifestyle at all. I could comfortably live until I was 100 years old with that amount of money. And that's not even investing the money. So you just put the money in some solid investments, which keep churning out a little bit extra, and yeah. See, you don't need much to survive. Well, you say you don't need much, 1 million, but yeah, £1 million. I could, yeah, if I won £1 million, I figured it out the other night. If I won £1 million and I budgeted myself to spend £1,200 every month for the rest until I was 100, £1 million. If you spend £1,200 per month for £1 million, that will last you 69.4 years. And I'm nearly 30 now, so that would almost last me until I'm 100. Anyway, Maxi, Innsbruck and default scenery, really? Yeah, why not? And yeah, sorry, I saw someone mention the Air Force. Yeah, I think I'm too old to join the RAF now. Plus there's potential medical things that might stop me from getting a PPL with the Air Force. Gamma, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you back, buddy. Right, that's cabin up to temperature, so we'll start loading the passengers. Bavik can make a cryptocurrency, make Doofencoin, yeah. If I could develop my own chat bot for a YouTube chat, I would develop a currency and watch you guys go nuts with it. Read a bit more into BTC. It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, it's just I just don't know. SNE was created due to the 1% controlling Earth's gold. Yeah, well that's another thing as well. Like a lot of people say, oh, you know, traditional, like even traditional currency is dodgy because, you know, a lot of people are saying, like, you know, a lot of countries, you know, are meant to have gold stored in like very secure vaults in very secure banks, but like the actual like gold bullion, like gold bars, like a lot of that's apparently gone missing, or it's like there's not as much, you know, actual gold bars as there should be in the world. So you know, people are saying now that like everyone's current currency is all just fake, it's all just numbers on computers and stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's just something I don't understand, but anyway, let me just catch up on comments. Let's see. Why am I still using the FSX instead of X-Plane? Because I've invested a lot of money into add-on aircraft for FSX, that's why. Razor, just a question, are all FMC CDUs different? Not all of them. Like the CDUs and Boeings will all be pretty much the same. CDUs and Airbuses will be like each CDU for each airline manufacturer will be slightly different, and they all serve the same purpose. All of these are basically an interface between the pilots and the flight management computers, but they do between different aircraft manufacturers, they do vary slightly. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to skip a few comments because Gamma has been very, very, very kind and donated $20. Thank you very much, Gamma. That's really, really appreciated. That's very kind of you to send that over. So thank you very much. Happy holidays, mate. Well, you've just helped. So I now need $999,980 to reach my goal. So thank you very much for that, Gamma. Right, let me catch up on comments again. What do I know about Kuwait Airlines? Not a lot, I'm afraid. Nothing, in fact. Tim K, spend it all on flight simming. Let's face it, buy all the airport add-ons. Nah, airport add-ons just slow your computer down. Anyway, Paul, think inflation may be a problem over those years, Doof. Probably, but like I said, like the example I gave there, Paul, was without investing money, like just having 1 million in the bank and just budgeting for 1,200 every month. If you then invest that 1 million, then that should counteract any inflation, and you'll probably be able to, you know, get a bit more money. Johnny, welcome to the live stream. Just got on. Great seeing you live stream. Yeah, it's good. This one's gonna be slightly different, but anyway, we're just about to take off very shortly. I think we're just waiting on passengers now. We are, yes, right. God, you guys are keeping me busy in the chat tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Flight Sim Gamer, you are the old Imor Gaming. Ah, Imor, how's it going? Good to see you back, man. Fierce Boba, how about this? One Doofa coin is worth $1,000 is very rare. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll depending on how the landing goes, you might be able to like pick up fractions. Like I have one Doofa coin up here in the cockpit. If we land, I get to keep it. If I crash land, then you guys get to pick up the fragments, and then so yeah, you guys get to pick up like 0.05 Doofa coin and 0.1 Doofa coin from the wreckage of the airplane. Let's have a look here. Infinite flight. I do need I can't imagine how you'd get a decent flight sim experience on a mobile, but infinite flight, yeah, I need to look into that properly. People keep suggesting it, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Anyway, passengers are on board, so now I'm going to shut up and get on with this. So, parking brake. Oops. Comes on. Thrust levers. Make sure they're in idle. Barometric reference will set just now, actually. So what I'll do is I'll tune in at Sky Next and see what it says.
Lima, Oscar, Whiskey, India, airport information, Gulf 1020, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 1000, ceiling 6500, broken, light, snow, temperature 0, dew point -2, QNH 1034, advise on initial contact, you have information, Gulf.
Okay, so if the winds are calm, I was thinking there for a second, she said winds calm, so that means that it shouldn't really matter which direction we take off. So I thought about changing the takeoff direction, but I think taking off and having to do a U-turn in a valley is going to be a bit more exciting, so I'll leave the departure as it was. QNH was 1034, like so. Seatbelt signs, make sure those are on, you're going to need them. External power can be switched off. And then we can remove all of the ground equipment and stuff here. And we'll also close the doors. Alright. Sharon, can I tell you, how do you know when you're on the glide slope? There's a couple of ways to do it. We will be doing an ILS landing. Yeah, the best thing to do is to go and learn about ILS landings, and that's how you know you're on the glide slope. But you've also got the VASI or PAPI lights as well, which help. HJ, have I ever stalled in this sim? Yes, I mean I have many times. Sometimes because I was playing about, sometimes because I was actually studying how to stall on aircraft and recover. I haven't had a major like accident because of stalling that I can remember, but I have stalled like both intentionally and just mucking about with the default aircraft. Gamma, why are we back on the Airbus? I thought I was flying a real plane like the Boeing, because I've been spending like 4 or 5 hours a day in the Boeing. I'm sick to death of it already, so yeah, I want to change. I want something nice and easy. The Boeing is absolutely like screwing my brain up right now, trying to learn it for the tutorials. Alvaro, want to thank you because you helped your brother get his PPL. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, congrats to your brother. That's awesome news. Fusion and Costas, Atis voice. Yeah, I know. That's Active Sky Next for you. HJ, should be a smooth flight. Love flying in rain in real life. This isn't rain. This is snow here. So let's have a look here. Adrian, why doesn't the ECAM show the gross weight? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, right, we're ready to go. So we'll put the beacon light on. And I need to flick over to a new page. So we are gonna push back, and I can never do the pushback properly in the Sims, so I'm just gonna do Shift P. And I'll just go straight backwards. Flick the igniter over to the start position. Wait till we get a bit further back, and then we'll start one of the engines. Let's do engine 2 then 1. So let's see here. Infinite flight is good for mobile. If you want realism, and PC sims are better. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking. Like, you imagine mobile is somewhat limited. So I can't imagine a flight sim experience being as comprehensive or as, you know, fully fledged as it would be on a PC. Just looking around, make sure I don't get pushed back too far. So easy. I don't have to do anything for the start up in an Airbus. It's fantastic. Taha, what's the recommended system requirement for FSX? I don't know, but you want to have a strong CPU. FSX is certainly more of a CPU intense application. So that's engine 2 starting up. This is almost pushed back all the way, so we'll do Shift P to stop. and then control full stop to get the parking brake, and then we'll start engine 2. Let's have a look. Let's see. Airbus is pretty much easy to fly and land on Boeing. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, certainly the Aerosoft, I found that you really need to flare this aircraft quite aggressively to land gently. The Boeing, I found that I can float it quite a bit. Let's see, Emily, FSX is mostly CPU based. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're certainly looking at a quad core processor of some sort to play. MVL try Extreme Landings Pro Mobile. I'll have to look that up. I've not heard of that one before. Right, off to start. So engine selector goes to normal. APU bleed area can come off. APU master switch can come off. Wing and engine anti-ice. Yeah, we'll turn it all on. I don't know what the official procedures are, but I know that the temperature is 0, so we need it. Speed brake can be armed. Flaps we'll set for takeoff, so it's down to position 2. Pitch trim we need to set, so we'll go flight controls page here. So 0.8 amp, that's kind of standard in the Aerosoft. Flight controls, so we'll go full back, full forward, go full left, full right, then we'll go rudder left, rudder right. Okay. Ecam door page, all the doors are in slides and stuff are armed. Then we go nose lights to taxi. Park and brake off, and we start taxiing. So we'll turn into our right. Mario, greetings from Mexico, greetings from London. How's it going, Mario? Welcome to the live stream. Okay. So going to about 25% on the N1. Should get us rolling forward. There we go. Let's have a look here. So just make our way slowly along to runway 08. And as we're going, I will do a few more before takeoff checks, things that we can get done. Things that we can get done during the taxi. Just want to make sure that's gets lined up. Right, so before takeoff, wheel temperature we don't need to worry about. Engine mode select the normal. Transponder, we'll just set in generic codes there. Weather radar comes on. I'm expecting weather radar is down here in an Airbus. I'm expecting to see quite a lot of green pop up. Might also be worth turning on the terrain radar as well. That's interesting. Nothing coming up on the weather radar despite it snowing. Okay. Let's see, anti-skid, just double check that's on. Yeah, we're all good. Let's see, what I will do is I will turn on the terrain radar there. Oops. Auto brake, set to max, takeoff config, check that. So we're all looking good so far. So it's interesting, we've got nothing on the weather radar, but obviously the terrain radar is going nuts. Oh, stop. Okay, let me just catch up here. Sharon, how do pilots remain at the centre of the runway after landing? It's really hard to stay in the centre. So how do you do that? Practice. They fly 2, 3, potentially 4 flights a day, so they just get a lot more practice than us mere mortals do. Strobe lights come on. Landing lights will turn on a bit later once we line up, and we're all good there. Transponder can come on now as well. Get terrain radar back on. Let's have a look. So I'm just reading, catching up on the comments here. Sorry, Anders. Let me just see, what was that? Anders is from Patras. That's where Mavrodaphne's from. Mavrodaphne of Patras. Wow, that's awesome. I am addicted to Mavrodaphne, by the way. Peterson homework. Should you subscribe? If you like flight simulation, you should. If you want to learn about flying, you should. Yeah. Completely up to you. I'm not going to force you, but if you like flying, if you're interested in learning how to fly, certainly in a virtual environment, my videos might be able to help you. Fusion Ace backtrack. Yeah, we're backtracking. MVL, set the flaps. I've already done, using the flaps 2 setting for takeoff. Whoops, it's okay. I'm still on the runway. You didn't see nothing. Oops, really bad line up there. Not to worry. Okay, so we're going to take off, turn left a little bit, and then do a big U-turn around to the right. Move the throttles down to idle so we don't roll forward in a second. Let's see. Snave, others in there as well. Ah, nice. Didn't know that. Mario, is there a way to calculate assumed temperature in the Boeing using formulas but no external programs? I think there might be. I'll be looking into it as part of my study for the 737. But there must be some way of doing it. I know that there are like performance tables that you can use as well. But yeah, I'll certainly look into that. Hafiz, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry, morning from Malaysia, morning from London. Okay, we are ready to go. So get your engines up to about 40%. Where's the clock? There. Do a flex takeoff. No, we need a toga takeoff. Alrighty then. Oops. Come on, line up. There we go. Right. Do excuse the poor line up on the runway here. So that's rotate already. Okay, so gear up. So we are climbing fast. We're currently climbing at 3,300 feet. So just following the flight director at the moment. Lever comes down into the climb position. So right there. Okay, now so I can focus on what I'm doing. I'm going to put the autopilot on now. Let's see. Landing gear is up, lights are out, spoilers can be disarmed, thrust levers are in the climb detents, autopilot's on. I forgot to turn landing lights on for takeoff, never mind. Let's see, Fierce Boba has to go, no worries. Peterson. Use GeoFS flight sim. Try to take off and land on an aircraft carrier. Landing on an aircraft carrier is really difficult, so wouldn't worry too much about that. So bring the flaps up a little bit. Okay, so we are climbing nicely. Let's have a look. Crafty boys, at full thrust for takeoff? Yes, I did move the thrust levers into the flex detent, but then you heard it bong. Basically, it came up with a little warning here saying, use the toga for takeoff, so I did. Let's see. Fierce Boba has to go. No worries, Fierce. Thanks very much for coming along. And yeah, if anyone's leaving and they want to catch the rest of the live stream, it will be on the channel as a video on demand. As you can see, yeah, we're just now climbing through some clouds coverage here. We should be accelerating again in a moment. So you can see at the moment we've got the weather radar here, so you can see we should be above most of, yeah, I think we are above all of the terrain now. We've got this U-turn coming up here, which is going to keep us away from these mountaintops on the right hand side, so everything is looking good just now. And I'm going to retract the flaps all the way now. I'm confident that's gosh, speed is not the best. We are very close to yeah, if we get any severe turbulence, that's probably gonna trigger a stall warning or a thing there. Oh, that's uncomfortable. And the fact now that we're turning, that reduces the angle of attack a bit more. I might put the flaps out again in a second. Yep. Oh dear, okay. Just to give myself a little bit of a buffer. Why is the plane slowing down so much? It's fine, it'll be fine. Seriously, why does the plane keep slowing down? Come on, plane, up, you want to go up. So, as you can see now, we do not know where the mountains are visually, but you can see we're still above them according to the terrain radar there. Let's see, KK, how many FPS do I have? Currently, oh gosh, it's bouncing all over the place, but somewhere between 20 and 40, I think. It's getting a bit worse now because we've got a lot of clouds up ahead. Gosh, the speed is really struggling at the moment. That's a bit of a concern. I mean, we are using a cost index of 5, which is quite low, but I don't think that should be contributing to a low airspeed. Going faster. Plane. Okay, so flaps are up. You know, so the plane's now accelerating a little bit. So it's now out of a kind of a danger zone down there. But anyway, not sure what's going on there. But anyway, let's see. Anyway, sorry, let me just catch on comments very quickly. MVL, nice takeoff, thank you very much. Tristan, welcome to the live stream. Can you press Shift Z so you could, well, you could try and read the frames. I can barely read the frames, and that's even with, you know, seeing the screen normally. But yeah, it's about 40 frames per second at just now. Just after we rolled out from that U-turn, it was about between maybe 20 and 40. Let's have a look here. Snay, thank you for jumping on that comment there. What type of plane? A318, as people have answered already. Haviz, any thoughts on FS Passengers? I really like it. I used to play with FS Passengers. I don't anymore, but yeah, I used to play with FS Passengers, and I like it. I think it's a good little program. Fusion, RIP, auto throttle. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I just manually took control of the speeds. Now that we're past this kind of waypoint, the speed is kind of where it should be now. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but we're okay. And there was all that talk about stalling before takeoff as well. Let's see. Snay, thank you again for sorting out that comment. Paul, should be flying this manually like a man. Don't worry, I will come back to Innsbruck. I will be landing in Innsbruck in the Boeing again. We all know how that went last time, but I will be coming back to it. FlyX, welcome to the live stream. How's it going? Victor, hello. What's the transition altitude for Innsbruck? I don't know. I forgot to check. Let's have a look here. Speed constraints on the SID, possibly. But it's okay. We sorted it. It'll be fine. We sorted it. We got away from it. So we get rid of that. The weather radar's on. So if we see any significant weather on the way now, we should be all right. So yeah, that's us now. I think we're now out of Innsbruck, away from the mountains, and safe. So we're all okay. Let's see here, Sharon. Do you feel fear during any flight that FSX is about to crash or anything? Because you're suffering and you can't enjoy. Well, since I used to with the old like CD version or DVD version of FSX, but since moving over to FSX Steam Edition, I haven't had any issues with it crashing or anything like that. Elliot, everyone hit that like button. Thank you very much, Elliot. That's a kind comment. Thanks for the cheerleading there. Campia, welcome. Doing X-Plane 767 from Glasgow to Dubai. Nice. Fierce Boba, you're back. Short break. When you say you got to go, you mean go for 2 minutes. Oh, right, no worries. Welcome back anyway, buddy. Chris H, anti-ice and reduced power, reason for slow climb. Ah, good point, yes. Well, now that we're out of the clouds, we can get rid of all of that. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I completely forgot that we were flying, because I very, very rarely fly with anti-ice, so yeah, I completely forgot about the whole performance reduction. But thank you very much. JT Social, could the wind contribute to reduced speed? Yes, it could. That could be a factor as well. And obviously, as I mentioned, if there was any significant turbulence or buffeting, that probably would have triggered stall alerts and stuff. So thankfully we avoided all that. We got away from it. Anyway, we're out in the mountains, we're safe. MVL, can I fly in a Boeing 777? No, because I don't have a Boeing 777 add-on at the moment. So yes, right. Anyway, I better go. I'm going to just run through my after takeoff checklist again, just to make sure that I've got everything there. So the clock is running, landing gear is up, lights are out, thrust levers are in a climb detent, flaps are definitely up now, autopilot's on, lights, we can turn off the runway turn-offs actually. Anti-ice we just switched off. Packs are working. Engine mode selector is in the normal position, and the barrel ref is standards. Then we can actually go seatbelt signs off as well at this point, or auto, because I'll no doubt I'll forget to turn it back on later on. By me. Right, we're up. We're cool. All good. Now I can relax. Whew. Peterson, what's the difference between a jet engine and a passenger? I don't know. Storm Aurora, hello everyone, new subscriber here, love FSX. Well, first of all, thank you very much for subscribing and welcome to the live stream. Good to have you along. Now I can relax and chill. Anyway. Okay, in case anyone's new to this, first of all, because I'm seeing a lot of new names in the chat, so first of all, welcome to the live stream, everyone. Firstly, I want to apologise for the poor quality of my live stream. The reason that the live stream is only available in 480p is because I've got a really slow internet connection, and 480p is the best resolution that I can live stream whilst keeping a smooth kind of stream going. I could try 720, but it'll be more like watching a slideshow for you guys. So I do apologise for that, but hopefully next year that will be that will not be an issue once I change or I move where I'm staying. I'll move somewhere else. You know what I mean. So yeah, apologies for that. And in case anyone's wondering why I'm looking over here and not looking directly at the camera a lot, it's because I've got my second monitor down here, so I've got my chat and I'm reading everything down there. So I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just reading everything on the chat here. Right. Now, you guys are keeping me busy, so I need to catch up with comments here. Right, let's see. JT SocialNet. Bought the A320 a month ago, having problems with the MCDU, unknown bag. Who can solve that? If you have a look on the Aerosoft forums, they should be able to help you out. I'm guessing it's the Aerosoft A320 you got. But have a look on the Aerosoft forums, and that they should be able to suggest a fix there. Actually, let me just zoom out there. Silvio Godflight, yeah, thanks. A Godflight is what I was aiming for. Thank you very much. Elliot, check out Infinite Flights. I had a quick look at it. I haven't like actually bought it or downloaded it or anything, but I had a quick look. It looks good for a mobile simulator, but we were talking about this earlier on the stream. I can't imagine that a mobile simulator is going to be as kind of comprehensive as a desktop sim. Let's have a look here. Fusion Ace, am I using Active Sky Next? Yes, I am. I'm using Historic Weather at the moment. Let's see, Campia, Christmas special plan for Saturday? Maybe. I'm working on something. I will be doing a live stream on Saturday. I'm not sure where I'm going, what I'm doing, or what I'm flying, but I will have a live stream on Saturday. Peterson, at the end of the flight, the jet engine stops whining. Nice, I like it. Sorry guys, I'm going to skip a couple of comments. Paul Martin, get some Swally to get through Christmas sooner. Thank you very much, Paul. That's very kind of you to donate that. I certainly will. Don't worry, buddy. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and thank you for being at a lot of the different live streams and being the cheeky bugger that you are. I really appreciate it. So thank you. Sharon, is becoming an airline pilot my dream job? It was, but then I discovered when I was young that I've actually got a mild form of colour blindness, so I wouldn't be able to become a commercial pilot. Well, certainly back then I wouldn't have been able to become a commercial pilot, so the best, like, I still want to go and get a PPL and go and get like a night rating and instrument and a multi-engine rating, but I don't think I'd want to be a commercial pilot. What's best, A350 or 787? I don't really know enough about either aircraft to tell you the truth. So me personally, I'm undecided on them, but I've seen a few people, prefer the Boeing, so we'll see. Let's see. Peterson, quality is fine for you. Oh, good. I'm glad. I think if you watch it on the smallest player size on YouTube, it doesn't look too bad. But if you try to like blow it up to full screen, it looks awful. Matt Neal, do you know if I'm a new name or an old one? I don't know, I'm afraid, Matt. Isn't there a British touring car driver named Matt Neal? That's where I recognise the name. Sorry guys, gonna skip a couple more comments again. David from RI, hello David and Daryl, welcome guys, how's it going? Good to see you both in the chat there. Oh darn, now I have to watch my language. Welcome guys, how's it going? Let's have a look here. Sharon, not suffering from FSX crash, talking about aircraft landing crash. Oh right, okay, just practice and you'll gain confidence landing. Let's see, Dennis is debating the Airbus versus Boeing arguments. I always get those comments and I can never answer them. I don't really have a preference one over the other. Anyway, let's catch up on comments here. Don't understand why there's not a payware add-on for an A380. Michael, yeah, I'm not sure. I thought someone or like a big development team would have come out with one, but yeah, I'm surprised that one hasn't been made. So far. Anyway, let's have a look. Alvaro, big, more complex, hard to code. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I imagine that quad engine aircraft are a lot more complex than dual engine aircraft. JT is talking about his unknown engine. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I've not come across with that issue. Like, so yeah, I mean the best thing, if it's the Aerosoft Airbus, all I could really recommend is to check out Aerosoft's forums to see if anyone else has had that issue. Let's see. Matt Neal, old name. Once saw the BTC driving Matt Neal in your rearview mirror. Nice, I like that. I get that. I think Matt Davies is working on the A380. Yes, yeah, I've heard something about that as well. Sharon, what's my favourite aircraft? I don't have one. Snay, 2 year. Snay, stop it. Stop it. Thank you, Snake. Why are you donating to me when you're telling me you haven't got paid? You are actually going to kill your boss before New Year, aren't you? I believe you're actually going to kill your boss one day. Anyway, Sharon, what's my favourite aircraft? Thank you, Snake. First of all, what's my favourite? I don't have any favourite aircraft. I like all different aircraft for all different reasons. I like the 747, I like the A380, I like the 737, I like the A320, I like the F-14 Tomcat, I like the GR4 Tornado, I like, technically the Space Shuttle as an aircraft, I like the B-2 bomber, I like the B-52 bomber, I like the F-18, I like the Eurofighter type, I like all different aircraft for all different reasons. The only aircraft that I'm not really into all that much are like vintage aircraft. I don't really have a thing for vintage aircraft, but certainly more modern aircraft. I like all sorts of different aircraft for all sorts of different reasons. Let's see. Elliot, what's my favourite plane to fly in real life? I don't have one. Concorde, yep, Concorde's another fantastic shout. F-16, yeah, I like an F-16. What's my favourite plane to fly in real life? Well, I don't fly enough in real life to be able to pick and choose, sadly. But let's see, I've flown The aircraft I've flown the most is a Piper Tomahawk, which is very nice. It's very nice and gentle and friendly. I've flown a Piper Warrior most recently, which was really nice. It was quite a hefty aircraft. Well, it felt a lot heavier compared to a Piper Tomahawk. And the reason I know that is because the last time I flew a Piper Tomahawk, I absolutely greased the landing. It was a beautiful approach and landing. And then I flew a Piper Warrior, I think it was April or May this year. I've got like a flight vlog on my channel if anyone wants to have a look. I do have a video of when I flew that Piper Warrior, and yeah, I bounced the landing because the aircraft was heavier than I thought it was going to be, so I bounced the landing. So I've flown those two, and I've also flown a Diamond Katana years and years ago as well. So I don't really have a favourite. As I said, I've only in real life I've only probably flown about maybe 4 hours total. So sadly, yeah, sadly I can't really say. Let me just catch up on comments here. Cyril suggesting aircraft. F-35, yeah, it was a good shout. Pointless aircraft, but yeah, an F-35. Yeah, apparently, yeah, my friends were telling me that the F-35 is a pointless aircraft because it's trying to do like it's trying to like fulfill the role of all different types of aircraft. Like it's trying to be a bomber, it's trying to be a fighter, it's trying to be a vertical or VTOL capable aircraft, and in trying to do all of those different roles, it's like a jack of all trades but a master of none. So a lot of people reckon it's a pointless aircraft anyway. Let's have a look here. Matt Neal, remember I had a couple of hours real world logged, can't remember what I flew. Well, there you go, I just explained it. Ben Hogan, probably get this question a lot, but why do I fly FSX over prepared in X-Plane 11? It's purely because I've invested money in add-on aircraft for FSX, so I'm not willing to make the jump just yet. Peterson homework's got to go, low battery. No worries, Peterson, thank you very much for coming along. Good to see you in the chat there. Holden man, maybe want to explain again. Well, yeah, as I said, I'm lucky because this is an add-on aircraft, but yeah, hopefully this is more educational than anything else. Kyle, what do I prefer, Aerosoft Airbus or FS Labs Airbus? I can't say because I don't have the FS Labs Airbus, so I can't compare them. I can't give a fair comparison because I don't have the FS Labs Airbus. Let's see, Stephen Miller, Doofer, glad to catch you live. Watching your videos when you first got started convinced me to take realism as far as I could. As a result, I'm having a lot more fun. Fantastic, Stephen. Well, thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much for watching all of my videos. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad they could help you. And yeah, I'm glad that your flight sim experience is a lot richer because of that. Sorry guys, can skip a few comments. Dennis, €1 donation. Thank you very much, Dennis. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you to send that through. Thank you very much, man. Man, I think this has been the busiest live stream I've ever had. Not ever had. I remember having over 100 people watch at one point, but apparently, according to YouTube, I've got 71 at the moment. So this is one of the busiest live streams, and you guys are keeping me busy in the chat, and I love that. So thank you very much for that. And thank you, Dennis. Yeah, Dennis. Thank you. So we've had. Let me just check through these very quickly. We had donations from Gamma, Paul, Martin, David, and Daryl, Snay, and Dennis. Thank you guys all very, very much for your donations. It's very kind of you guys to donate. So thank you all very much for that. I really appreciate that. So we are pootling along nicely. Let's change up the view slightly. If that's too loud, let me know. It probably is too loud. Let me just do that. Frame rates are really bad here. Yikes. 10 frames per second. Yikes. Sorry, that's really loud. Okay, that should be better now. Let's have a look. Let's see. Sharon, your favourite aircraft is A320, A380, 787, 747, all commercial aircraft, but you don't like the Cessna. That's fair. That's fair enough. I mean, the Cessna is fantastic for learning, but yeah, no, the Cessna is good to learn in, and then you can progress up to the other aircraft after that. W, welcome back to the live stream. How's it going? Fierce Bob, your uncle is USAF, is in the USAF, so you have an F-22 Raptor hat. Nice. Isaiah, I think that's how you pronounce the name. Welcome to the live stream. How's it going? Let's see. Alvaro, your favourite aircraft are all of the Airbuses. Fair enough. Nice. Sharon, do I enjoy FSX? Yes, I do. Oops. Let's have a look here. Elliot, what's the hardest approach I've ever flown or that I know of? There's one airport in Nepal that's pretty hard. Also in Aspen is pretty hard. The hardest approach I've ever flown is going into Innsbruck. Landing on runway 08 at Innsbruck. Doing the whole like U-turn to land. There is a video earlier on in my channel's history of me crash landing at Innsbruck. Because I tried it on a live stream once. Had a few issues. And ultimately it all ended in tears. But yeah, the hardest approach I've flown is going into Innsbruck, and that was in a Boeing 737. It was actually following the one of the tutorials that comes with the PMDG 737. Right, sorry guys, I'm going to have to rattle through these next few comments to catch up very quickly. Sharon, Airbus is a beautiful plane, but Boeing 787 is too beautiful. I agree. Yeah, for me it looks good, but I don't like Boeing's philosophy. That's fair enough. Dennis, you do not have much money as an aerospace engineering student. You really deserve some loan. Thank you very much, Dennis. That's very kind of you. It doesn't matter if I get a big donation or a small. Like someone could donate one penny, and I would be happy. That would mean a lot to me. So thank you very much, Dennis. And to hear that you're a student as well, that's very kind of you. So I wish you all of the best in your studies. Thank you very much, and I hope you get your degree in aerospace engineering. Peterson is back. He found the charger. Fantastic. Fierce Boba, you're originally going to get the Aerosoft. It's too hard on your PC, so you end up getting FSX. If it wasn't for FSX, you wouldn't be channel right now. Even though I make Aerosoft videos also. No worries. MVL, do I have a CPL or ATPL? No, I don't. Sorry guys, let me just catch up here. Elliot telling people to hit the like button again. Thank you, Elliot. I appreciate the support there. And there's spam to keep him occupied. Bring it on. Bring on fast chat. Bring it on. Look at the beast. Yeah, the majestic hulking beast that is an A318. It's not. It's a little cute little baby plane. Look at it. It's tiny. Anyway. Fierce Boba, I should take a screenshot of the outside view of it. I'll do it later. If I take a screenshot just now with my really bad frame rates, it might crash the sim. Let's see. GT Social still talking about his you've already installed to Aerosoft Dovetail Games, still waiting for an answer. Okay, that's all you can do. It's on them now to respond to you, JT. Fierce Boba, currently learning Cessna. Nice. Matt Neal, got his comments. Matt Neal starting a World around the world tour in your A2A Comanche. Nice. I've seen a lot of people doing that in A2A aircraft. Sorry, let me just catch. Jules, 10 frames, not the only one. Potato frame. It's just because like all of the cloud coverage. If I jump back into the cockpit, it'll be better. Yeah, back in the cockpit now. Our frame is only up at about 20. It's because of the cloud coverage. That's why. Let's have a look here. Beep bop. Important question. Airbus or Boeing? I've said earlier I can't answer that. I like both aircraft for they're both good aircraft for different reasons. Let's see. Elliot forgot about the vid. Yeah, the Innsbruck landing. Peterson, how did I get so many subs? Just consistent uploads. Yeah, uploading one video a week for the past 3 years, and it just all came together. Fierce Boba, can't wait till the end of the video for the 2 for God challenge. Yeah, me neither. I completely forgot about that. I have to make a landing. Let's see, Irish, Airbus and engineers playing, Boeing as pilots playing. That's a good point actually. Kostas, must make an approach to Samos Island. Yes, I've heard about Samos. It's like the Greek version of St. Martin, isn't it? Simon, first time joining you. Started flight sim. Have FSX takeoff landings is a bit dodgy. Can't find a cold start. What to do, Simon, is if you want a cold and start, you have to load an aircraft, turn it off manually, and then save it. Or there is a mod out there that you can download that will turn aircraft into a cold and dark state for you. Mass Pilot, it's been a while. Welcome back, Mass Pilot. It has been a while. Good to see you back there. Got to catch up. Let's see. Pedar, welcome. How's it going, buddy? MVL has to go. See you next stream. Thank you very much, MVL. Yeah, the next stream will be on Saturday morning UK time, so hopefully we'll see you there. Dennis is talking about getting an answer from Aerosoft or Dovetail. Yep. Good luck with that. Let's see. Andrew, am I running any texture add-ons, or do I recommend any? Yes, I'm using Rex Essentials. That's giving me new sky textures, new sun textures, new cloud textures, new runway textures, and taxiway textures. No ground graphics textures at all. Matthew, favourite airport? Inverness, hometown airport. Paul Martin, what do I have for Christmas dinner? Specifically, are Yorkshire puddings liable? Yes, of course they are. Let's see, Snay, talking about food again. Yeah, we're talking about Anders, that's Skiathos. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting, of course it is, yeah, I'm getting my Greek airports mixed up. Peterson, what screen recorder do I use? I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Kostas, Skiathos, the Greeks and what. Yeah, sorry guys, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I got that one mixed up. Matt Neal, literally just on your first leg on the VATSIM network is GMAT, passing Inverness, funnily enough. Have you got company? So what's your route then? Or like, are you going like around the equator, or are you kind of taking a northern hemisphere approach or the southern hemisphere approach? How are you going to do it? Because I've been thinking about doing that myself with the Cessna 172, the A2A 172. Been thinking about doing a around the world thing. Let's have a look. Let's see here. Samos is another one. Difficult approach of 119. I will make a note of that and I'll take a look at Samos. Let's see if anyone's done videos on it or anything. Fierce Boba, be right back. Rusty, welcome back to the live stream. How's it going? JT Social, when can you see a flight to LPMA? Lots of wind shears. What's LPMA? Is that the what's it, Funchal or Funchal? Is that the airport that was renamed Cristiano Ronaldo? I don't know. Why did they call it Cristiano Ronaldo Airport? It's so stupid. Anyway, Elliot, unfortunately can't get FSX or any of those computer-based sims, so you get by with Infinite Flight. It's really fun. Worldwide service, lots of noobs and troublemakers ignoring it. Yeah, that's what I've heard about it. JT Social, search on YouTube for Madeira. Yes, that's the one that's kind of like, isn't it like built on like a big platform over the sea? Yeah, I've seen a few real world videos of that as well. Paul Martin, exactly. Good to see him being Londonified, being adverse to Yorkies. Well, what was it? I was in Tesco's this morning, and I saw like they had like Tesco's are doing like a little kind of Christmas party food range, and they've got things like mini kind of duck wraps that you like dip in the was it hoisin sauce. Like, that's not Christmas food, but yeah, they're so yeah. Yorkshire puddings definitely are acceptable. Anyway, yeah, Yorkshire puddings are absolutely acceptable. I think we might end up having Yorkshire puddings as well, actually. Come to think of it, or no, I don't know, but we have had Yorkshire puddings. I have definitely had Yorkshire puddings. Well, I can't say Yorkshire properly. Yorkshire puddings. I have definitely had some with a Christmas dinner. Anyway, let's have a look here. Yeah, Simon. Which aircraft is it? This is the Aerosoft Airbus A318. Let's see. Matt Neil, haven't got much of a plan going from Wick to Scandinavia, and then you're just going to pick places within a few hundred miles. Fair enough. I think you probably will have to go the Northern Hemisphere route, because the way I've had a look at it, certainly in an aircraft as small as the Comanche, you won't be able to do like much of a trek over the Pacific. But if you cross from Siberia to Alaska, that looks like a pretty short hop. So you might find yourself gravitating towards northeastern Russia to make the jump over the Pacific. Let's have a look. Billy, welcome to the live stream. Let's see. Never got the email. Sorry you couldn't get to the live stream the other day. No worries. That's YouTube's fault, no doubt. YouTube don't notify people. Or, YouTube's notifications are awful at best. So yeah, that's YouTube's fault. Don't worry about that. It's not a problem. What's the estimated time of arrival to London? Probably just under an hour, maybe 50 minutes. Now 50 minutes. Speaking of that, I want to maybe start looking at our arrival into London, but I'll do that in a while. Let's have a look. Frankie Flies, nowadays you don't care about Christmas food, you eat tacos. Yeah, I mean, why, like, I don't know why people make such a huge deal about a Christmas dinner. Like, I remember my mum going to like the local supermarket, and like there would be in this kind of massive rush for, grabbing turkeys and chickens out of like the freezer aisle or the meat aisle. It's just like, why is everyone, whoa, okay, hello. Okay, so I'm currently at 5.5 frames per second. I don't know what's going on here. Wow, my frame rates are awful. Why are my frame rates so low? I don't get it. What was my sim doing just then? Wow. My frame rates have never been this bad. I don't know what's going on. It's telling me my fuel's at 17% as well. That can't be right. Yeah, if I get my heads down here, yeah, my frame rates are back up to 40 now, so. Wow, I do not have much fuel. Fuel on board, 3,000. Oh no, it's okay. I don't know what's going on there. Let's have a look. How long till landing? About 50 minutes, 50 minutes. Minimum gravy thickness rating, custard. Agreed. Looking forward to Christmas. Billy, are you asking me if I'm looking forward to, or are you just saying you're looking forward to? But yeah, can't wait for Christmas. Let's see. Simon, is the FMC a mod? No, this comes with the aircraft. This whole aircraft is an add-on aircraft, and the FMC is part of the aircraft. Stephen Miller just got clearance, got a jet. Take care. No worries, Stephen. Thanks very much for coming along. Don't get any sound from inside the cockpit. Thank you, Snake, for letting me know. Let me just bring that back up. Hopefully that isn't too loud there. Div number 1, is flux on? Yes, flux is on. Flux is off. Oh, that's not going to serve me well. Yeah, good shout, Snake. Thanks for letting me know about flux. Probably not going to help all that much, but we'll see. Frames up at 20 now. Oh man, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight now. Oh, it's so blue. Let's see. Biff Wellington. Hi Doof, are you in an Airbus? Yes, I'm in the Airbus A318. Let's see. Billy O'Dear, Sim does that too. Freak turbulence. Yeah, I don't know what happened there because the aircraft kind of went off slightly off track as well. It started banking to the right or rolling to the right, and then it came back. I'm not sure what was going on there. But yeah, it seems to be okay now. I don't know if it was just the weather updating or what was going on there. Fierce Boba, do you get the Doof coin fragments at landing since fuel is so low? Possibly. We'll have to see how the landing goes. Snay, when flux changes colours, messes up your frames in game. Ah, okay. I haven't had an issue with it before though, but maybe because there's a lot of clouds, that's going to be putting extra demand on the sim. I don't know. Jules N, you notice the same shaking problem on the Aerosoft Airbus whenever your frame rate goes under 10 FPS. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's what happened. Mine dropped down to 5 just then, and yeah, it seemed to be just freaking out, but it's all right now. Billy, you're a bit peed off with YouTube. Love this community. Don't usually follow. Please do. Tutorials got me into this group. Followers get me enjoying the community. Great bunch. Oh, thanks, Billy. Oh, Billy loves everyone, and everyone loved Billy back. Yeah, YouTube's just been messing. You know, YouTube's annoyed everyone this year. The whole like notifications thing, like when someone uploads a video and it not showing in their subscribers inbox or anything, that's been a problem for a while. It's even worse with live stream notifications, but yeah, YouTube's just annoyed everyone this year. Anyway, Elliot's next thing you know, it'll be an air crash investigation about unknown failure or something. Now, it should be okay. I mean, I think because this aircraft can fly significant distances. It's just when I did the Shift Z thing, it says 16. I've got 16% worth of fuel just now. Apparently, I just thought it was really low, but I imagine we're going to be okay. Let's see. You're all talking amongst yourselves. Maxi, any thoughts about flying the Majestic Dash 8 Q400? Yes, I do have it. I'm working on it. But yeah, I don't know enough about it just now to fly it confidently, I'm afraid. And greetings from the real Innsbruck. Wow, fantastic. Welcome to the live stream. Right. What I'm going to do just now is I'm going to start planning my approach into London City. Now, I think we had runway 27 on the. Let me just bring it back. This here. So, go GLC charts. So we're going to need well, we don't really need the aerodrome chart because it's very simple. But let's say runway 27. I just saw the plane in the background twitch again. Visual approach profile. No, I want ILS. So I think the basic idea with let's see. Yeah, so we're going to start descending at a distance of 3.4 nautical miles rather than kind of around about 6 that you normally would. So I think the idea in this plane is to get the flaps down, get the landing gear down before you intercept the glide slope, and then take it from there basically. EGLC runway 27, okay. Arrival, so we'll do ILS runway 27, and it was the, hang on, I just read it and I forgot, Jack 1B. Okay, so the star is not there, apparently. Okay, so now let me have to kind of manually fudge this. Standard arrival. Jacko. Oh, great. Okay, so the nav data that I've got is well out of date. Approach via nothing. Okay, let's try this. ILS 27. Let's see, LK3F. Right. So now I have to go and try and figure out which approach to use. Nope, not that one. Approach via... Nope. Nope. Nope, that's coming from northwest. Okay, this is going to be interesting. There we go, that looks a bit better. Oh, jeez, okay, right. Sorry guys, let me just try and figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, that's not... Okay, I think what's happened is the nav data that I've got is well out of date. And I know that London City have introduced a whole new approach procedure where they have, I think it's called a linear hold. So this nav data is well out of date. It's completely screwed up, but it gets me from A to B, so we're going to stick with it. Anyway, we should be alright. Okay, sorry guys, let me just catch up on comments here. Sorry, I'm probably going to miss a few. Right, let's see, we had comments from Maxi from Innsbruck. Let me just catch up here. Billy, is this an ETOPS? It might have to be. Billy, it's awesome you're relearning maths, you've forgotten. Trying to bring it back into all. Nice. Yeah, I want to relearn maths as well, actually, myself. Sharon, what would happen if no one was here to chat? This would be a really boring live stream. Yeah, I probably wouldn't live stream if there was no one here to chat. Let's see, Haviz had to go. No worries, Haviz, you probably left already, but thank you very much for watching. Alvaro, how many degrees is the approach? It's 5.5 degrees, 5.5 degree glide slope. Elliot's talking about like button again. Aviation 30, your Aerosoft A318 doesn't load on the loading page. It's just style on 0. Maybe have a look, or maybe get in touch with tech support. They might be able to help you out with that. Let's see, Billy, it's a great refresher course. It's still a fun learning experience. Okay, I guess you're talking about maths there. Storm Aurora, let's see. You seem to be only a few females that are interested in aviation and gaming. Not sure why there aren't more involved. Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. I mean, I'm not sure. I know that was it EasyJet are really pushing to get more female pilots involved. So I remember EasyJet a little while ago where I think they went on a recruitment drive that was specifically targeting female pilots. So yeah, I'm not sure why there isn't more females involved in aviation. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like females are any less capable of flying an aircraft. So yeah. So certainly for the gaming and aviation side, like I don't see many female streamers streaming flight sim or X-Plane or anything like that. This is a niche hobby at best. So yeah, even looking at it from a hobby point of view, it certainly seems like a male-dominated hobby. Yeah, I don't know. What can we do to get more females interested in aviation? This is an interesting thought. Let's see. Let's see. Elliot's going to do a failed chicken dance now, apparently. Sorry guys, I'm sorry guys. I'm going to skip a few comments here just to make sure I catch up. Let's have a look here. No Kid Lee, saxophone jazz plus this is a thumbs up. I wish I could play music, but I tried playing music once on one of my videos. It was custom music that my dad made himself, and it got flagged by YouTube, which was absolute BS. So yeah, I stay well clear of using music on any video or any live stream nowadays. Fierce Boba, everyone subscribe to the one and only. Different number one. Your replies to all your comments is extremely nice. Oh, thank you, Fierce. Thank you for the kind comment, Fierce. Frankie Flies, with that Airbus X, you can change the co-pilot's voice accent to French or others. You should take a look; it's very hilarious. Yes, I do know that there are some automated features in here. Well, frame rates. Okay, it cannot be flux because I've turned flux off and the frame rates are still awful. This is like, it's gonna, the approach into London City is going to be difficult enough as it is. I don't need poor frame rates making it even worse. I'm really not looking forward to this whole approach now. Let's see. It'll be fine. I have to say that every single live stream, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be alright. Yeah, it'll be alright. You guys know what I'm like with approaches in aircraft. It all goes wrong during the approach, and then I can land fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Anyway, let's see. Pardon me. Let's see. Elliot, he did his dance. That was embarrassing. You're in a public place. We need video evidence, Elliot. We need video evidence that you did the dance. Storm Aurora, you love aviation. Nice. Do you have you flown a real aircraft yourself? Like, are you training for a PPL, or do you fly in a flight sim at all? Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, again, I don't know why we don't have more females in aviation. It's an amazing thing. Like, going around and flying for real is an amazing experience. It's like you get this real sense of freedom. I love it. Cheeky Mankey, welcome to the live stream, or welcome back to the live stream. How's it going, man? Or lady, possibly. Billy, who knows, I might know Greek dudes, given that famous Greek salad they were saying. Sorry, Snay and Billy, I've missed your little conversation between yourselves, so sorry, I'm not sure what that's all about there. Snay, will it be fine that time? Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're only working with 8 frames per second currently. It'll be alright. Maybe. Let's have a look. Thinking about, sorry, just going back to that, thinking about Greek salad. Greek salad with grilled bread and oregano and papara. Oh my god, that's amazing. Billy, you need to try papara. That's incredible. Is it papara? Did I get that right? I hope I got that. I remembered that correctly now. Let's see. Have a look here. Lucas, welcome. Sorry, Lucas, I just saw your comment there. Alvaro, you believe in me. Thank you, Alvaro. You're probably the only person in the live stream who believes in me right now. Lucas, glad you got here in time, and it'll be fine. Yeah, it's only 8 frames per second, and we're doing a steep approach into the smallest runway in London. Yeah, it'll be fine. Another little trivia. In a couple of years' time, London City Airport is not going to have a control tower. It's going to have a digital control tower. Little top tip for you guys there, if you're interested in looking into that. Let's see here. Did I see the Captain Joe video on the Airbus versus Boeing, a joke about sporting table? No, I didn't. I did not see that video at all. Let's see, Elliot, if we get the likes to 100 in the stream time, you'll go on Donald Trump's live stream and say something stupid. Hit the like button, please do it. Let's see. Ethan, has my game crashed at the worst moments? Yes, well, certainly the older boxed version of FSX used to crash, usually after I landed. If you flicked like the camera view too many times in the older boxed version of FSX, yeah, that had some drama there. Right, so I'm going to try something here. That might help. Yay, that might have done it. Do you know what I think might have been causing those poor frame rates? No, it hasn't. It hasn't sorted it out. No, it hasn't. Because in the Aerosoft, you get these like little view bars. So you get these little bars that you can click on, and then you can select the view from those. And I seem to remember those causing me problems in the past. But I just had a look out. Nah, the frame rate's absolute trash again. Never mind. Let's see. Snay Papara. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Papara's amazing. But I'm more of a souvlaki guy myself. Elliot, you believe in me. Oh, thank you, Elliot. Papara, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, papara. I can't remember I can't remember what I said. But yeah, Greek salad with and dipping the grilled bread in papara is amazing. But no, I'm definitely a souvlaki guy myself. Cheeky Mankey, you've done the approach into LCY before. No matter how stressful it was bloody fun. Yeah, have you done it with 8 frames per second? Let's see, Elliot, what? London City doing what? Yeah, London City, they are gonna, to make more space in, like, because obviously London City's like built in basically an old dock. Yeah, they're gonna have a digital control tower, so they're gonna have a 360-degree camera system mounted on a tall mast, and then they're going to pipe the camera feeds to the Swanwick ATC centre down on the south coast of England, where they do most of their area control stuff anyway. They're going to have someone like basically sat in a room with like a bank of different monitors, and yeah, look it up. Look up digital control towers. It's quite interesting. Will there still be real people managing the ATC? Yes, there will still be real people doing ATC instructions and stuff. But yeah, basically they're going to be based in Swanwick rather than based at the airport. So yeah. Let's see. Lucas, wow, was that turbulence? No, I think that was the simulation messing up. Because someone said if the Airbus, if the frame rate goes below 5, I think someone said that the Airbus doesn't like it for some reason. This is really bad. I don't know why my frames are so low tonight. I've never had poor frame rates like this. Right, I'm going to try something here. I wonder if that's going to help. Because the only thing I'm doing differently today than I am compared to any other live stream was I was using historical weather on Active Sky Next. So I'm going to flick that back to live weather, and I'm going to see if that helps at all. I've never had frame rates this bad on a live stream before, and I've had like cloud coverage like this before. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know why. I've turned off flux, which changes the colour of my monitor. Yeah, Flight Sim's not absolutely smashing my resources, so I really don't know what's going on. If this is because of the recent Windows 10 updates causing this type of issue, I am gonna send Windows and Microsoft a really strongly worded email. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, Anders, Souvlaki and Maverick Daphne. Ah, dream combination. Let's have a look. Billy, to talking about pizza, something else going down the road. Comment. Sorry, I'm just catching up with comments here, guys. Sorry. Let's see, Snee. Now you're hungry. You're going to the Taverna for Christmas. Nice. I'm jealous. I wish I could come. Can I fly down in my little Boeing A318 and come and join you? Let's have a look here. No Kid Lee used to fly DC-8, running between 9 and 13 frames. You did pull some okay landings. You can make it. Thank you. Were they steep approaches though? That's what I'm worried about. Siret, all main UK towers will be digital. Possibly, maybe. Elliot, robots controlling ATC will not go well. The thing is, Elliot, it's not. There's real people who are still going to be controlling the planes at London City. They're just going to be working remotely, basically. They're just going to be working on the south coast of England. They still have a live camera feed. One of the benefits of that system as well is that you can overlay data on the monitors as well. So like rather than having like aircraft blips on a radar screen, like with their little data tags and stuff, you can actually have the data tags kind of floating on the monitors and actually following the actual real aircraft as it's coming into view and stuff. In poor visibility, like the screens can like draw outlines of the runway as well, for more like situational awareness. So seriously, look it up because it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting technology, and I think it's the way forward. It's another step forward in aviation. So I'd really recommend I'd really recommend, yeah, taking a look at digital towers. Snay, as in of Aerosoft forum, suggests turning off Active Sky Next. I might have to. Is Windows Defender scanning in the background? If it is, I am going to go mental. No, it wasn't, because I just checked the task manager. And this has been going on for way too long, way longer than Windows Defender would be going. So anyway, let's see here. Hey, what's the weather at London? Let's find out. I can tell you what the current weather is in London, which will not be accurate in the sim, most likely. But if I go desktop, if I go python metar.py, we go eglc. I actually need to make a note of this. Let's see. Winds are coming from 2404 knots. 2404 knots. Visibility is 4,500 meters, which is fine. We've got haze, which is not going to help the frame rates at all. Oh man, scattered clouds at 800 feet, brilliant. Temperature 11. Okay then. 11 dew point 10, QNH 1036. If we have one of those scattered clouds at 800 feet coming down into London City, that's going to just make things even worse. Right, let's see, what altitude? It's 2,000 I'm coming down to. I just realised my frames are going to take another hit as well, because I'm going to be flying into London, where there's a lot of autogen scenery, so my frame rates are going to be even worse. Anyway, sorry, catching up on comments. Sharan, is real life cockpit boring and sound polluted? No, in real life pilots are doing a lot. So they're monitoring various systems, making sure the plane's behaving itself and doing everything it should be. So no, real life cockpit would not be as boring as this. Billy, you've had terrible connection lately. A few others get in trouble with broadband. It's not that wouldn't affect my frame rates though. My frame rates are just poor for some unknown reason. Let's see, where's top of descent? We could probably start coming down now. Let's see, push that in. So start descent a little bit early. I need to do my voice is breaking. Need to do a few more steps. And let me just catch up on comments really quickly. Paul Martin, British Regent's Finest, to tell me about it. Let's see. Can't wait for that email. Yeah, I'll think about it. I might come up with it after the stream. Storm, everyone is online shopping for Crimbo, clogging up everything. Yeah, again, that shouldn't be why is that affecting my computer though? It doesn't make sense, but yeah, it's probably everyone. If the stream starts buffering on top of my poor frame rates, well, actually that'll be beneficial, because if the stream starts buffering because everyone's using the internet, you guys won't know about it because it's going to be pretty much matching the frame rate that I've got. 6.69. No, I don't know what's going on. maybe it's the actual aircraft, because I've never flown the A318 on stream, so maybe it's the aircraft itself that's causing problems. Who knows? Let's see. Boeing A318, don't you mean Airbus A318? Did I say Boeing A318? Well, I messed up. Those darn Boeing A318s and those Airbus 737s. Typical. Snay, thank you for jumping on that comment. Fierce Boba, eventually there's going to be hologram control towers. Yeah, there probably will be. Well, that's kind of like that's kind of what they're going for now with digital towers. It's kind of like a what do they call it? Augmented reality type approach to it, where you can kind of overlay digital information on a real picture. But as I said, it's not like when I say digital control tower, it's still real people controlling it. It's just that the tower is going to be, a couple of 100 miles away. Let's see, Kyle, do you think that the autopilot will replace regular pilots? It will happen one day. I'm pretty sure fully automated flight will happen one day. I mean, if we're seeing fully automated cars coming into the industry now, it's only a matter of time before fully automated planes come into the matter. And I believe, like, military drones can complete a fully automated flight currently anyway. A military drone can take off, fly to a war zone, attack a target, and fly back all without any human intervention currently. So yeah, it's only a matter of time before that makes its way into the commercial aviation world. Due for FSX or Steam, doesn't cloud the system. I think it's a connective thing possibly. Nah, I don't know. Gamma, is the NSA taking the backup? Of course it is, yeah, sorry. Gamma, I should have remembered that. Let's see, Furious Boba, stream's almost been running for 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours is not bad. Usually I go for around about 3.5 is what I usually aim for. Let's see, Alvaro, disable the Ultragen and want to land alive. Nah, we'll manage. Is my Spud PC giving up? Possibly. I have my graphics card getting louder over the past few weeks, so it might be my graphics card is struggling. Although frame rates are now up at like 60. It's going between 20 and 60. I don't know. Never mind. Flyx, remember to activate sleep pulse. Thank you, Flyx. That's yeah. I really needed to. Thank you, Flyx. I've completely forgot about doing that. I'm so worried about making this landing that I completely forgot this is a whole sleep approach thing. Yeah, not to mention those MD 747s. Oh god, yeah. And the Embraer Typhoon fighter jet. Let's see. Snake, military drones can do that for the past 9 years. Yeah, there you go. Cessna A318s are the best. Elliot's future time for a new job. Nah, you'll be alright. The thing is, like, a lot of people, like, planes can pretty much do, like, commercial jets pretty much can do a flight themselves anyway. Like, they can auto land and they can almost do the whole shebang anyway. When I was at NATS, after we did the interviews, we actually was beginning in. We actually got to sit down with an air traffic controller and just ask her questions about like the job and kind of get some more insight from a real air traffic controller. And one of the questions I asked, or the only question I asked her was, now that we're seeing automated cars becoming a thing, do you think that automated aircraft and automated air traffic control systems will ultimately reduce the number of jobs, like reduce the number of pilots and air traffic controllers? And like, do you think that automation will become a big deal in aviation? And her response was, it already is. They're already, like, the systems, and aircrafts can automatically do everything themselves pretty much anyway. It's just that they always keep real people. Planes have pilots in case something goes wrong. Air traffic controllers are there in case everything goes tits up. But the whole system can be automated today if it needed to be. But they're keeping the human element there in case something significant happens and it throws a complete spanner in the works. So it's quite an interesting. And like this is a lady who's been an air traffic controller for like maybe 25 years. So she was doing it long before they had like computer systems which predicted the trajectory of aircraft to help make the job a bit easier. Like she was doing it back in the days where you had to mentally calculate, right, that aircraft is flying at 250 knots, so in. And my sound card just glitched out and I've lost half of the in-game sounds as well now. I just heard my sound card and my headphones go. So I've lost some of them. Oh no. But as I was saying, yeah, this lady, used to do the job when you had to like mentally calculate, right? The aircraft's flying at 200 knots, so that means in 2 minutes it's going to travel X amount of distance, and like she had to like she did it the old-fashioned way, sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, let me catch up on comments here. Jackie, I think that's how you pronounce your name. Am I a pilot in real life? No, I'm not a pilot in real life, sadly. No, I am merely a flight sim enthusiast. currently. I do want to get a pilot private's license though, one day when I can afford it. Let's have a look here. Sander, love the fact that you're live streaming quite often. Enjoy watching them. Greetings from the Netherlands. Great holidays. Thank you very much, Sander. Great, happy holidays to you as well. And yeah, I'm gonna try and try and be a bit more active on the live stream front. Let's see. Billy, love those Cessna A318s. Yeah. I think the pilot would become a lifeguard instead of flying the plane, possibly. If your name is Sully Sullenberger, definitely. Cheerbauer, welcome. How's it going? Billy, San Francisco pilot's error could have been catastrophic. Are you talking about the 777, Billy? Are you talking about that whole flight and that whole shebang? Fusion Ace, yeah, no good. RIP sound. Yeah, I've lost half my in-game sounds. The last time I was flying on a live stream, trying to do something I've never done before in an aircraft I've never flown before, we had. Oh no, I just realised something. Because the last time I did it, it was in the Boeing 737 and we lost a lot of our ground proximity warning alerts. So those were the alerts that were telling me to pull up, and I didn't have those. That's a key part of the steep approach, was the ground proximity system is going to go standby, flare. And I'm not going to be able to hear that now because my sound card just glitched and I've lost half of the in-game sounds. Oh, maybe I got them back. I might have just got them back. And can I hear this? No, I might have just got them back. Just by restarting the sound in the sim, I might have just got them back. I don't know how this is going to go. Now. Anyway, but yeah, last time I did this, I was flying the Boeing 737 into Innsbruck, and my sound card glitched out. I lost all of the audible warnings, and I subsequently landed the plane. It was a fantastic landing, but I landed the plane without putting the landing gear down. So, and that was in an aircraft that was my second time ever flying the 737, and that happened. And this is the first time I remember flying the A318, and this happened. But on a positive note, the frame rates seem to be better. That doesn't give me much confidence, but the frame rates are a little bit better now. Let's have a look here. Costas, Americans use retired F4s, they made them remotes and use them as real targets for F-16s. Ah, right, I didn't know that. They shot them down with real missiles. Jeez, I didn't know that. Billy, they are keeping the human element in for now, but it will be redundant. Yeah, I mean, if we're seeing automated cars coming into the mix, as I said, it's only a matter of time before automated aircraft, fully automated aircraft, where there are no pilots present, will become a thing. Matthew, welcome. What stage of my flight am I in? I am in the initial descent. Let's see. Elliot, what happened to it? It's going to be fine. Yeah, it's still going to be fine. I just don't believe it as much now. That's still going to be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe. It'll be fine. Alvaro, you're hearing half the sound because Aerosoft implemented third-party sounds and that's better performance. Yeah, maybe. Frame rates are better, so you see the clash more clearly. Yeah, absolutely. Campia 608. Not much, but soon live. Love live streams. Thank you very much, Campia. That's very, very, very kind of you to donate that. Very, very, very kind. Thank you very much, Campia. I really do appreciate it. That's very kind of you. I mean, as I said earlier, like someone could donate like a penny to me, and I would be really grateful for it. Like for anyone to be willing to donate money to someone online to support them, you know, that's a big deal for you to give up your money to someone. That's, you know, that's not something I kind of take for granted. So thank you very much for for that. I really do appreciate that. Billy, look at commercial flying in the 60s, 70s, 80s compared to now. Same with air traffic control. Seems to be automated flying. 777s can land fully automated on their own. Still needed for now. Yes, agreed. Yeah. Right. Let me just get the initial descent stuff done because I need to program the CDU a little bit here. So I'm gonna have to ignore the chat. Sorry. Performance. Next page approach. So QNH. What was it? 1036 apparently. Temperature was 11. Winds were 2404. Transition altitude was 6,000. We're going to do a full configuration landing. What's the minimums? I don't know. Let's just go 500 on the radio. Well, not 5,000 feet minimum. Could you imagine that 5,000 feet minimum call out? That'd be interesting. Right. Okay, so that's all there. So the airport I think is down there somewhere. I hope it's down there. Right, seatbelt signs. We're coming through 10,000 foot, so we'll turn them on in a second. Let's see. Cabin Productions finally landed 737 with the help of tutorials. Thank you. You are welcome, Cabin. Thank you very much for watching my tutorials, and I'm really glad that the videos could help. Fusion Ace, do I have a landing rate monitor? No, I don't. Matthew, what's your approach angle? You'll most likely be on 5.5 degree glide slope. Fierce Boba, I still want a physical person in the cockpit. Don't want some robot speaking over the intercom. Yeah, that would be... I don't know if it's going to happen in our lifetime, but I'm pretty sure it's going to move that way at some point. Campion, much deserved. Thank you very much again. Gemini Jets, hi, you just subscribed. Thank you very much, Gemini, for subscribing. I really appreciate that. And welcome to the live stream. It's good to see you here. Nokid Lee, imagine the sound of Siri or Google Assistant making a cabin announcement. Yeah, that'd be kind of scary. Elliot's going to look forward to next year browsing through your vids and seeing this one and thinking, that's where he said it's going to be fine and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Well, the thing is, with my live streams, the approaches are usually really dodgy in my live streams. And then the actual landing is usually not too bad. But I've never done the steep approach in this landing before. So I don't know how this is going to go. But anyway, that's us below 10,000 feet, so seatbelt signs most definitely are going to go on. Anti-ice, I don't think we'll need it actually. I think it'll be warm enough. Yeah, total air temperature is 13 plus 13, so we're fine. Don't need anti-ice on the way down. That's one thing to forget about. Barrel ref, we'll flick that over at 6,000 feet. Landing system can come on now. Yep, it's just the barrel ref now that we need. FlyX, did I see Elon Musk's tweet about the Falcon Heavy? Yes, I did see the Falcon Heavy. It looks awesome. I can't wait to see that thing fly. Hopefully fly and not explode on the launch pad and ruin another one of SpaceX's launch pads. Let's have a look here. Trebor, why don't I do tutorial videos anymore? Because they require a ton of work. But I'm working on 737 tutorials just now for the PMDG 737, so those will be out in a few weeks' time, hopefully. I can't make any promises, but I do have a new tutorial series coming out soon. To give you guys a hint, I actually timed how much. I'm actually like keeping track of how much time, just to learn the forward panels of the Boeing 737 and script the second video. Has taken me about 20 hours worth of time just to learn like the forward panels. So looking at all the switches, sort of in front of the pilots. And then to script a tutorial video about that. That took me 20 hours to do. I still need to go and kind of review the script and like change it and like kind of fine tune some of the descriptions and bits and pieces. I also need to then narrate the script. It's the script for just talking about the forward panel. So I'm not talking about the overheads. I'm not talking about the center console. Just the forward panels is a 9,000 word script. So it's a lot of work to go into making tutorial videos. Let's have a look here. Cheeky Monkey, you do know that when you activate the sleep approach feature on the A318, you need to not arm the spoilers, but to put them to full so you can do the glide slope. I thought that's what the that's what the steep approach does automatically, isn't it? Doesn't it throw the spoilers out automatically? Let's have a look here. Yes, Snay, I noticed that as well. Thank you for jumping on that. All random, welcome to the live stream. How's it going? You've caught us at just about the right time. More drag. That's okay. Just got master caution because we're just putting the spoilers out to create a bit of drag here. Actually, what I'm going to do is, because I'm freaking out about this whole approach, is I'm going to just get the plane down to 2,000 feet. Put spoilers back in. So I'm going to go below the sort of the VNAV path, if that makes sense, or the ideal vertical path. Just so we can slow ourselves down. Actually, no. Okay, we should be alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes, Nay, thank you for jumping on that one. Pop-Tart, please be respectful in the chat. FSX is still a very popular game. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that many other flight simmers don't like FSX. Okay, so we're back on VNAV path now. Feeling a bit more confident about it. Does Active Sky Next affect the frame rate too much? Thinking of getting it. It shouldn't do. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It hasn't affected frame rates too much for me. I had a bit of trouble with frame rates in this live stream, but I think we're all right. Let's see here.
$2,500.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ignore the chat here. So I don't know at what point do you arm the steep approach. I'm not sure. I know that you get like the whole plane configured before you hit the glide slope. I know that much. But we're decelerating now, so that's a good thing. Right. Oh, crunch time is abound.
2,500.
Okay. So we're not following the River Thames into London City, so it's not a traditional approach. So we're down to about 180 knots, so that's normal. The auto throttle system's taking care of that. At what point do I arm the steep approach button? I don't know. When descending on the glide, is it? Would you not do it before? No could leave. Heard the GPWS. Yeah, so I think we got the sounds back. Cheeky Monkey now. Okay. Right, yeah, let's do it. So, steep approach, armed. Put first stage of flaps out, so we'll get the aircraft configured for landing. So we'll do all of this McGubbins, get it out of the way. Woo. All right. So just wait until we get a little bit closer so I can keep the speed up. Alright guys, okay, so the steep approach is armed. We've got the on light there, so that's all sorted. Right. Right, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to ignore the chat now and focus. Wish me luck. As I said, I'm not kidding. I've literally never done this before, so I really don't know how this is gonna go. But yeah, hopefully we've got the ground proximity warning sounds at least. So that's landing gear out. So that's 3 green lights. Okay, so we've got the spoilers there. So you're telling me that I don't arm them, I just extend them. Is that correct? Autopilot off. Yeah, I'll get the autopilot off soon. So I don't arm the spoilers, I just... Oh, Billy, thank you very much, but you distracted me. Thank you very much, Billy, I really appreciate that. Good timing on that one as well, Billy, I appreciate that, thank you very much. So flaps 3 comes out. Make sure the spoilers are on full as it won't put all the spoilers out. Only the ones that need to keep the plane. Okay. I'll extend those then as we hit the glide slope. Jacko, would be much fun if the stream quality was higher. Yeah, I know, tell me about it. Get those comments a lot. So we're just holding 2,000 feet just now, which is fine. Obviously we're flying through some low cloud coverage, which doesn't help, but I'm gonna trust the system here. And when the plane starts turning, I'm going to arm the localizer. And the approach as well, actually. So localizer's coming in to view now. So I'll arm that. I'm seeing the movement on the landing system here. Just waiting until we go flaps full. Okay, so just waiting for localizer capture. Go full flaps there. Still waiting for the localizer to capture. Auto brake, thank you. Campia, thank you very much. We'll go medium on the auto brake because we'll probably need it. Because I'm probably going to freak out and flare way too high. Localizer still hasn't armed. We'll go on the approach there. Now we've got the localizer. Famous last words, it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, if I extend the spoilers now, will they like just be armed, or never mind, doesn't matter, too late. Glide slope's coming in now. Right, spoilers are extended. Just about to catch the glide slope. There. So we're now pitching down. Okay, we're descending. Is it an auto landing? It is at the moment. Should I? I'm flying. Out of the murkiness, we see the runway.
1000.
Oh, the runway looks so small from here.
Minimum.
Oh, it feels so high. This is not good.
400.
Oh, it feels so high up. This feels really unnatural.
300. 200.
This feels really unnatural.
Stand by. Stand by. Clear. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10, 5.
And we're down. Ah, go on, turn. That wasn't too bad. It really wasn't that bad. We're down. Wow. That really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're down. We made it. I told you. There you all were doubting me and thinking I was going to crash and stuff. Wow, that really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I did it! There's probably going to be like a 30-second delay till you guys see it. That really wasn't that bad. Right, first things first, get the APU up and running again. Right. Flaps out. I can't remember any of my cleanup stuff, but I'll try and do it. There we go. Right, let's try and... Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Right, let's try and bring this in gently here. Give the control tower a wave. It's not going to be there for much longer. Right. Wow. Okay. Right. I need to do all the cleanup stuff. Flight clock can be stopped. So that was 1 hour 40 minutes in the end. Not too bad. Is the APU running? Yeah. APU. No, that's not APU bleeder. That's APU bleeder. Land system can come off. Seatbelt signs off. Beacon off. That off. Right. Done it. We made it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Actually, no, that's too loud. I'm gonna let me just clean this up. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'll be back in a second. Let me just clean this up. Open the door. That's available. That'll be switched off. There we go. Now we're done. Wow, we made it. Right, let me catch up on comments quickly. Wow, APU stopped quickly there. Let's have a look here. Glide slope hyped. Cheeky monkey, you need to have it fully extended to be able to push. Ah, okay. Paul, a good lad. Yeah, I guess that's when I took the autopilot off there. Let's have a look here. Yeah, the speed. I had the speed. The auto throttle was controlling the speed all the way down. Carl, I should make a live video on PMDG to get advice from viewers. I've done a few PMDG tutorials there. Luke Scott, best A2A product. All of them are really good. Storm Aurora, woohoo, go captain. I wish I was a captain. Snay, I think he is high up, right? Yeah, it certainly felt a lot higher than I should have been. It's the glide slope. I did it. Yeah. Go around. Nice. Smooth one. GG, that'll do. I did it. Bravo. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm just catching up on all your comments here. Looked great except for the centre line. Yeah, I mean, on the ground, aren't we? Yeah. Did I reverse thrust? I didn't actually. No, I didn't use any reverse thrust at all. I was all medium auto brake there. Let's see here. Fierce Boba, what's the add-on on FSX which adds extra buildings and lights? I don't know. Elliot was fine. Trebor, is that London City Airport? Yes, it is, as per the title of the live stream. Foggy at London, yep. GG, one way too short for 747, yeah. Yeah, we made it, guys. Yeah, we done it. Wow, I genuinely, I'm really not making that up. That was the first time I've ever tried a steep landing, and tried flying the A318. So that was a completely new experience for me. That felt really uncomfortable, being like on the higher glide slope. You really do feel like you're so much higher than you should be. So that was really unnerving, like having to come down steeper. But thankfully we had the hopefully you guys caught the whole standby flare again. And as we were coming down through 50, 40, 30, I thought I was coming down a bit too quick, but then as we hit 10, we hit 10 and then 5, and then thankfully I'd kind of flared enough to stop the vertical speed there. Yeah, and it wasn't on the centre line, I know, but it was on the runway, you know, and I didn't just go, yeah, 50, 40, 30, poof, down, you know. It felt like a smooth landing, considering it was a steep approach, the first one I've ever tried. So, I'm happy with that. I can live with not landing on the centre line, as long as it was a nice, smooth, gentle touchdown. I can live with that. So hopefully you guys like that. It's something a little different, something I've never done before. So yeah, so I'm not going to be doing any more flying today, but I am going to stick around to answer any comments, questions. I always, at the end of every live stream, I always just sit around for maybe 10, 15, 20, sometimes even 30 minutes, just have a chat with you guys. And yeah, if you've got any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about, flight sim related or not, please do ask away. But yeah, we're down. So, because some people sometimes leave. I'm not going anywhere, but some people sometimes do leave at the end. So, before you leave, I just want to say a massive thank you to Gamma, Paul, Martin, David from RI, UMP Snay, Dennis, Seabell, I think that's how you pronounce your surname there. Campia and Billy for your donations during this live stream. That was very, very, very kind of all of you guys. So thank you all very much for that. If anyone is leaving now, please say a big thank you to UMP Snay for helping mod the chat and keeping an eye on everyone there. And also do check out his channel. He's got a few gaming videos on there which are really funny. He's a really funny guy. So if you like what you see on this channel, you'll love his videos. So please do check out his channel. Say a big thank you to him. And of course, thank you to you if you're watching. So if you're leaving now, thank you very much. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stick around for a little while yet. And I will talk to everyone there. So I'm going to go back and read a few comments that I've missed. But first of all, Billy, another donation. Thank you very much, Billy. Sorry, I didn't see what you said after you donated the first time, but yeah, thank you very much. It's funny because when the donations come up, they come up in like a coloured bar in the chat. So I just saw this coloured bar pop up at the corner of my eye. It's just like, no, who's donated now, sort of thing. Like just as I was about to intercept the glide slope. But thank you very much, Billy. That's very kind of you to donate twice as well. That's very kind. So thank you very much. As I said, like. And you could donate 10p to me. I'll be really grateful for it. To be willing to give money to support someone over the internet is a big deal for me. So thank you very much for that. Right, let me just catch up on the comments here. Elliot, air crash investigation goes home with their head down. Now they'll have to investigate the whole London City Digital Tower now. Yeah. Yeah, they can all jump on the DLR and head back into London now, and go home from a proper airport like London Heathrow. Anyway, Kostas, nice flight, dude. Got to go now. Good night, mate. Kali Nichta, Efristopoli, Andio. I think this is the best way to say it. Thank you very much, Kostas, for coming along and chatting away there. Let's have a look here. Fierce Boba, want to fly a commercial airplane F-16, still learning Cessna though. Don't worry, Fierce. It takes a lot of time to get up to the commercial aircraft kind of levels, so don't worry about it. The thing I would recommend is just get like the fundamental skills down first and fundamental knowledge, and then you give yourself like a strong understanding of knowledge and strong foundation to build up from. So take all the time that you need with the Cessna, and you'll be fine there. All random. Thought you crashed, so you braced. Good thing I braked. Yeah, it was a good braking performance there as well. Actually, we stopped about halfway down the runway. Andrew, where do I get the liveries for the Aerosoft aircrafts? All of mine came with my aircraft. I got the Aerosofts directly. I got the Airbuses directly from the Aerosoft website. I think some people who have bought it through Steam don't get deliveries, so I don't know where you would get deliveries or how you would install them. I'm afraid all the deliveries I got with the aircraft after buying it directly from the Aerosoft website. Let's see, Carl Road, good landing. Thank you very much, Carl. Paul Martin has me warmed up for Crimbo. Yeah, we'll be doing another live stream on Saturday morning, UK time. So we'll maybe find another challenging approach to make. Cheeky Monkey, I'm sure they don't have a BA going from Innsbruck to City, but very good. Yeah, this was just like a fictional flight. This wasn't following a real world flight at all. This is just like a fictional made up flight, basically. Whoops, let me just catch up with comments here. Sorry. Zach G Vids, welcome to live stream. Let's see, HJ, Sean Taku could do that approach blindfolded. I don't know who Sean Taku is, I'm afraid. Zach G Vids, any landing you can walk away from was a good landing. Yeah, that felt like a great landing actually. So, Simon, do I have a film on how to add mods? Most mods for FSX, they just have like a little installer, so you just double click on the .exe file and it'll automatically install for you. Anyway. Pardon me. Billy Pilgrim, Night Hall, really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for coming along, Billy. Storm Aurora, great stream. Thank you. You're welcome, Storm. Alvaro, nice stream. Thank you very much, Alvaro. Let's see. Campia, off to bed. Choose your NPC. Great stream as always. Thank you, Campia, very much, and thank you again for your donation there. I really appreciate that. And hopefully we'll see you again on a future live stream. Let's see, catching up on comments. God, you guys are keeping me busy. Kevin, one thing you learn from real world pilots is you don't turn off autoland until you have visual of the runway. Okay, well, I'm not a real world pilot, so that may explain the differences there. Noked Lee, thanks for the flight, you're welcome. Trebor, what are my CPU and GPU specs? They are on the About page of my YouTube channel, so if you just go in there, you'll see everything there. Sharon Khan, real pilot heroes, they land in real life. Me simmers can't able to control a real plane, that's out of control. Well, I mean, flight simulation gives you knowledge of real planes. That's something. Maybe not the confidence to control a real aircraft, but certainly the knowledge of where buttons are and what screens are telling you. Billy, sorry it's not more spend expense. Billy, don't worry, man. You, as I said, you give me 10p and I'll be happy. Don't worry about the amount, Billy. Just that you're donating at all means a lot to me, so thank you. Jules, good job, Snay. Fierce Boba is leaving. No worries, Fierce. Thank you very much for coming along. Sharon is also leaving. Thank you very much, Sharon. Elliot's the worst flight you ever had was in the left wing came off, right wing came off, and then you ate the whole chicken. It doesn't sound like a bad flight to me, mate. Maybe a bad flight for the chicken, but not for you. Noked Lee, hope digital towers aren't going to crash because no Win 10 updates. Yeah, me too. Billy, just thought you'd throw in the curveball and foggy landing check right test. Thank you, Billy, I appreciate that. Jacko, for me, making flight plans is harder than the flight itself. It can be, especially if you make a flight plan and the nav data and the plane doesn't match up. That could be a bit of a challenge. No worries. Alvaro needs to go. Bye, dude, for awesome stream. Thank you very much for watching, Alvaro. Appreciate that. Let's see. Fierce Boba, thanks for your advice, dude, for leaving now. No worries, Fierce. We'll see you later. FlyX, there's loads of liveries on the Aerosoft forums. Superman, what communication do I use for AFSX? I don't use AFSX, so I'm not sure what that is. Let's see, Sharon's going to watch the landing after the stream is finished. Yes, this video will be available as a video on demand about an hour or two after the stream has ended, so you can check my channel again for that. HJ, you could argue that Sean Detak is the best airshow pilot ever. Okay. Frankie Flies, thanks to you. No, thanks to you guys for watching. I wouldn't do these live streams if there wasn't anyone to watch, so yeah. Elliot, air crash investigation team are still without work. Do you think you could just accidentally hit a terminal? I'll tell you what, I'll run over one of the chocks and I'll squash a chock. How about that? Or I'll run over one of the cones. Or someone can, like, you know, like one of the baggage handlers can, like, walk into the engine or something. How about that? Walk into the engine when it's not running. Key important thing there. I just realised, yeah, never mind, moving on. Paul Martin, it's time for you to call it a night. No worries, Paul, thank you very much for coming along, and thank you again for your donation. That was very kind of you. And yeah, Saturday morning we'll definitely have a live stream, so hopefully we'll see you along for that one there. All Random is going to go as well, but really appreciate trying to keep us interested, so thank you, have a nice day. No worries, All Random, thank you very much for coming along and talking in the chat there, and hopefully we'll see you again. Sharon, always be in every live video cheering for me. Thank you very much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Kevin, annoying, not real well pilots, just telling what you learn from one. Yeah, no worries, Kevin. I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want to be like a strict, like, perfect simmer. Like, I do flight simulation because it's a hobby and it's something I enjoy. I don't want to, like, get too bogged down in details, but that is interesting, like, because I didn't realize that you had to keep the auto-land system on. I thought I knew that pilots had to wait until they could see either the landing light system or the runway itself in low visibility conditions, but I didn't realize they had to keep the autopilot or the autoland system active until then. So that was an interesting little tidbit there. Let's see, FlyX is going to head off as well. Have a nice evening, everyone. Ta-ra. See you later, FlyX. Thank you very much for coming along. Right. Billy, talking to Paul Martin. Superman, you mean FSX? All right. I don't use any communication on FSX. I just fly kind of solo. I don't fly online with VATSIM or IVA or anything like that. So I don't really have any communication at all. Elliot, thanks for another great stream. See you on Saturday. No worries, Elliot. Thank you very much for coming along and being a cheeky chappy. HG Aviation has to leave as well. Thanks for doing this. No worries. Billy, thanks for the stream. See you on Saturday. All right, guys. No worries. God, I'm keeping up. I'm getting there. Elliot, perfect. Should at least get them some money. No worries. All right. So, who wants to volunteer to be a baggage handler or walk into like the side of an engine or something, just to give the air crew something to work on. Billy, keep up the great work in community, buddy. Well, it's you guys that make it. I mean, I just make sure that I'd like to think that with the community, I'd like to think that we're all kind of mature people, so that when you get like immature people, like we had one pop in earlier, Snay being the boss of the chat there. He jumped on it straight away, but yeah, we do get some immature people dropping in every now and again. The thing is, you see it a lot on like live streamers channels. Like people like tolerate, bad behavior from other chat people, and I just don't tolerate, people disrespecting others in the chat. So sometimes it's a bit of a hard stance. Like it's a bit. People might think I'm a bit of a dictator for that, but I'd like to think that my videos have fostered or are watched by mature people. So so we can all have a nice chat during the live stream. And if anyone comes in and starts rattling everyone's cages and stuff, then I don't tolerate that. And if I and I myself will often time people out or can't delete messages and stuff, but UMP Snay, he's quick on the trigger, so Snay, so everyone say thank you to Snay for catching any iffy comments today. He was definitely on it. Anyway, let's see. Sharon Khan, how do I manage to stay in front of a screen for a long time? Annoying. I've worked in IT for 8 years, so and I've kind of grown up playing games through as a teenager, so it's kind of normal for me, I guess. And yeah, this was a short stream. I've only been going for normally I go for about 3.5 hours. This was only 2.5. It felt a lot longer actually. Anyway, let's see. Noked Lee, like flying ILS glide slopes manually in fog, realistic or not? Yeah, definitely. If I like it because you fly in like good visibility, and it kind of it loses it. But having like flying through the clouds and then descending and seeing the runway come out of like the murky mist, that was a nice touch. It kind of added to the whole like tension of the stream today, which was good. But anyway, let's see here. Billy, Snake, do very much, love. Have a great week. See you guys on Saturday. We'll see you there, Billy. Thank you very much again thank you for your donations. Thank you very much for those, and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday. All random, bye bye. All random, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Elliot, it's actually a really good time to do a stream because it's only 11:47 here in Australia. Is it? Oh, right. I thought it would have been, gone midnight there. That's fantastic. No, gone. Not midnight. It's midday there, isn't it? Don't know what I'm thinking of. Let's have a look here. Jacko, why would the pilot land manually when the aircraft has an auto land system? Because it keeps their skills sharp, I think. I think auto land is only used in extremely poor visibility conditions. Any other time, pilots kind of more manually land because it keeps their skill set sharp, I guess. I think auto lands are only used in like very, very poor visibility. Anyway, Billy, Kevin, am I part of the YouTube gaming sites too? I don't think so. I think my live streams do pop up on YouTube Gaming, but I'm not like affiliated with the YouTube Gaming brand or anything like that. Billy, most of these guys are good. There's always one until we'll pull them up. on it like the other day. Yeah, Billy, I think you were there when we absolutely, like, I ended up having to destroy someone on the live stream, and I think you were there when that happened. Yeah, we caught someone being very naughty at the end of a live stream, and yeah, we called him out on it during the next live stream. Yeah, I just, like I said, like, you know, I'd like to think that everyone who's watching is nice and kind of is mature and, you know, grown up. So when, yeah, like, we often get people, like, a lot of people just go out just to cause problems just for no purpose whatsoever. And like I said, I don't tolerate nonsense in the chat. So so yeah, if I don't jump on it, UMP Snake will jump on it. Let's see. Elliot is leaving there. No worries, Elliot. Thank you very much. Let's have a look here. Trevor, did I find a new job after quitting IT? Not yet. No, I'll be going back into full-time work next year though. I was hoping I was going to get a job with Nats as a trainee air traffic controller, but I went all the way. I got to the final stage. I did the interview, and they didn't give me a job. Sadly, I went as far as someone could go. I got this close to becoming a trainee air traffic controller, and it didn't happen. It didn't choose me, and they didn't tell me why, which is the worst part. Anyway, a couple of thanks for chat to Snake for chat. Yeah, Snake's a legend. Look at Lee sticking rather for the win. Absolutely, yeah. Let's see. Kevin, Autoland using extreme weather conditions. If they can't see the runway and I can safely land the plane, they're required to do so. To do all of landing once. I think only once every 3 months. Sorry, let me read that again because my brain is a bit fried right now. Autoland using extreme weather conditions. If they can't see the runway, I can safely land the plane. They're required to only do all of the landing once. I think every 3 months to certify. Is that right? They only have to like do a full manual landing once every 3 months. I mean, I guess like ILS makes landing easy, but still. Let's see. David from RI. Merry Christmas from Dave and Daryl. Merry Christmas to both of you guys as well. Hopefully, I hope things are getting better with you guys. I hope everything's going okay there. But yeah, thank you, David and Daryl, for your very kind donation. It's great. It's great to see you guys on the live stream again. And yeah, hopefully everything's getting better over on the East Coast there. But yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys too. If you can make it, I will be doing, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have come to my Saturday live streams, but I will be doing a Saturday live stream this Saturday coming up. But I know that's kind of first thing in the morning for you guys. I'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, you might be able to catch the end of it if you wake up nice and early. But thank you very much for your donation. That was very kind of you guys, and hopefully. And Daryl, I hope that Santa brings you lots of presents this Christmas. Yeah. Make sure you get to bed early on Christmas Eve, and then hopefully when you wake up in the morning, Santa will have been and giving you lots of presents. Hopefully. Let's see, Sharon. Do I use rudders during a landing? Yeah, sometimes if it's a particularly bad crosswind. Yeah, I'll use rudders to decrab the plane and line it up with the runway. Trebor, you should expand into doing other game playthroughs to grow the channel. I've tried branching into other topics, and it wasn't received all that well. So yeah, I think I'll stick with. I'll stick with flight simming for the time being. I've kind of like. I originally wanted the channel to be like. I started the channel to be like another kind of just let's play thing, but Yeah, I kind of accidentally fell into doing flight sim tutorials. Yeah, because I did like one. I did one, like my very first flight sim video was something called like the easy way to do an ILS landing, and that became my most popular video. And so I thought, oh, okay, well, let's do a few more of these flight sim like tutorial type videos, see how it goes. Yeah, and then yeah, the flight sim stuff just became my most popular content, and I thought, well, this is something I can kind of do regularly. Like I can do one video per week, and then the channel just kind of grew from there. And then I subsequently became a flight sim YouTube channel. I didn't mean to, but yeah, I like that it's kind of fallen into this category. I get a lot of stick for having 911 in my name, but you know, we often get kids coming in going, oh, he's flying planes, he's got 911 in his name, is he going to crash it? Hey. Just, oh, come on, guys, really? Anyway. Snake, be Santa, you're fat enough. You're fluffy, Snake. Well, what were his 5 degrees of fattiness? There was big, healthy, husky, fluffy, damn, and oh hell no, I think was yeah. If anyone doesn't know what I'm trying to talk about, I'm talking about Gabriel Iglesias. He's an American comedian. He's really funny. You should check him out. Actually, he's really funny. Okay, yeah, Kevin. I was trying to figure out what your message said there. You'll know if a pilot lands or if it auto lands. Auto lands really stick the landing hard. Most pilots do agree, sir. Yeah, if you just rephrase that so I understand. But I think I know what you mean. I think yeah, auto lands kind of just plant the plane on the ground. They have a positive landing, shall we say? Yeah, whereas yeah, pilots will do kind of flare it and maybe float it a tiny bit. Anyway, sorry, I wasn't cussing or anything. Autocorrect got me. Yeah, no worries. I was wondering what you were trying to say there at the start of your message. Yeah, I don't think it was intended to be bad, but you know, Snay, he's just trigger happy. You know, you just can't stop him. No problem. No worries there. Turbo, what happened to Flight Sim World? I'm not looking at Flight Sim World at all for a little while. Yeah, I'm not looking into Flight Sim World at all now for a little while. I'm maybe gonna have a look at it on its 1 year anniversary and see what's changed. But I was really disappointed with sort of the lack of content in the game. So I'll maybe visit it and see what's happened within a year. I'm keeping an eye on it, but yeah, I'll wait and see. Maybe on its 1 year anniversary, I'll see what it looks like. Sharon, let's see. Will Snay be in every live video? It depends. Snay's often a busy guy. That's the point, Snay. Go to bed. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for you, mate. Go to bed. Anyway, Storm Aurora, have a hot toddy and off to bed now. Sounds like a good idea, Storm. Thanks very much. And yeah, Storm, start being a champion for more women in aviation. Yeah, we definitely need more women in aviation. So yeah, Storm, you go and be a champion for females. But anyway, yeah, definitely having a hot toddy and getting off to bed sounds like a good idea. So I can't tell if you're saying if you're off to bed. If you are, thank you very much for watching, Storm, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again on the future live stream. Oh, I've got a headache now. You know that thing where you have like a stiff neck and it starts giving you a headache? That's what I've got just now. Anyway, that's us hitting 3 hours now. So I think everyone is sort of slowly leaving, so I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, and then we're going to wrap up the stream there, because Snay needs to go to bed. That's why. So yeah, I'm going to give it another like maybe 5 minutes. So any last comments or questions, please do ask away. If not, then we will wrap up the stream. Kevin Munga, the reason I asked if you were on YouTube Gaming is because you can have sponsorships there, and people could sponsor your videos, and you could do really good job on them. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, when people, I suspect that the audience on YouTube Gaming, though, probably want to see the likes of League of Legends, Counter-Strike, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and all of like the popular games. I don't think, I imagine it's a younger, it's a younger demographic who want to watch YouTube Gaming stuff. But one of the things I'm working on just now is I'm working on I'm actually in contact right now with a real world flight school to produce a tutorial video for them. So maybe next year, maybe I'm going to be a bit more proactive and try and contact some real world flight schools and see if they're willing to pardon me, commission some like bespoke videos for their flight schools. So that might be an alternative income stream for me there. But anyway, Trebor has to go. No worries, Trebor. Thank you very much for coming along and being active in the chat. Cabin Productions, tried to land at Madeira last night in 737, not so easy. I need to practice it in the Cessna first. Yeah, I was thinking I might do the 737 down to Madeira on Saturday, but we'll see. Storm Aurora is being cool. Nice, I like it. Snay, why do you need to go to bed? Because it's 3 o'clock in the morning and your boss isn't nice to you, that's why. Storm Aurora, good night all, sweet dreams. Sweet dreams to you, Storm. Thank you very much for coming along, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again soon. Snee, by the way, that guy thinks I'm a bot. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that. I was trying to think of a funny joke, but I couldn't think of anything. No, Snee's not a bot. No, Snee's cool. Snee is my source of good food when I go to Greece. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm friends with Snee, by the way. It's just so I can go to Greece and enjoy some good weather and say, Snee, take me to our favourite taverna, take me to Dolce Cafe, and that's all. That's the only reason I'm friends with him. That's not true. Nocked Lee, good night, Nocked. Thank you very much for coming along. Abdullah, still awake, can't believe. Yep, I'm still here. We're just about to finish though. Let's have a look here. Time to order pizza. Oh, don't say that now to me. Harold, welcome to the live stream. I'm actually on. Just found your videos last week. Been watching like crazy. Oh, thank you very much, Harold. Thank you very much for watching the videos. Sadly, we're actually at the end of the live stream. I'm literally just about to wrap up. But this live stream will be available as a video on demand in about an hour's time. Yeah, and there will be to anyone before I fully wrap up. I will be live streaming on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. UK time. So I'm not sure where that's going to be. So that's going to be like 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, America. I don't know where else in the world it's going to be. It's going to be like maybe 8 p.m. at night over in Australia and the Middle East and stuff. So yeah, so I will be streaming on Saturday 10 a.m. UK time. So that's going to be for like the Far East, that's going to be like 8 o'clock at night. For the Middle East, it's probably going to be 5 p.m. For Europe, it's going to be lunchtime ish, and then for Americans, it's going to be first thing in the morning. So yeah, if anyone's interested, come along on Saturday morning. Probably going to fly, I'm thinking the 737 down to Madeira, because that's meant to be another challenging approach. Or I could try redeeming myself and flying the 737 into Innsbruck is the other option. And I'm going to do the approach and the landing as it should have been done all those months ago. Anyway, let's have a look here. Really? Sorry, Snee, you know I don't mean that. You know, I also need you for cannon fodder on CS, that's why. Matt Neal, thank you for keeping me company. You should try the RTW. Really look forward to it. One trip down around the world. Yes. Well, I'm thinking I might do a Around the World series on Twitch, because I want to try. I'm very slowly trying to get a bit more active on Twitch, so I might do a Around the World series over there. See how that goes. But anyway, right, we're going to start wrapping up there. So any last comments or questions? And if not, we'll wrap up there. Yeah, I need to give you guys like 30 seconds to a minute, because I know that live streams tends to be delayed. Abdullah, next live stream, can I do a stormy night view, please? I might be able to. I'll need to have a look at maybe. I'll have to have a look at Active Sky next. I'll have to try and understand why I was having such poor frame rates during this live stream. Because some of the differences, because like usually the cloud coverage is quite bad. Like usually when I've got a lot of cloud coverage, that slows the sim down, but it's never slowed the sim down as much as it did tonight. And I'm not sure if it was because I was using historic weather on Active Sky Next or what was going on there, but yeah, I'll have to look into that. But yeah, certainly I haven't really done a flight through like severe stormy weather, so or I've never like intentionally gone through stormy weather, so that might be an idea. But anyway, I'm not seeing any extra comments there. Nothing has been enough time to account for stream delays, so I'm going to wrap it up there. So first of all, thank you to Billy M. Kirkwood, Campia 608, Dennis Shebel, I think that's how you pronounce your name, UMP Snay, David from RI, Paul Martin, and Gamma 1991. Thank you to all of you for your donations during this live stream. Thank you to UMP Snay for modding the chat. If you are still watching, please do check out his channel. He's got some really, really funny videos. Me and Snay actually did a video together where we were playing an Airline Tycoon game, Airline Tycoon 2, I think it was called. That was a really, really, really funny night playing that game. So I would highly recommend that you go to his channel and check out those videos, because that was really funny playing Airline Tycoon together. And of course, thank you to my Patreon supporters for your support there. I will be getting the Q&A video out towards the end of the month, along with some more behind the scenes stuff for you guys. And of course, thank you to everyone for watching. Final comment here, how can I contact you in business related stuff? Abdullah, if you go to the About page on my channel, I've got my business email link on the About page of my channel, so just go to there. You'll have to fill out like a little captcha thing, and then you'll get my email there. But yeah, that's it. We got down. We went from Innsbruck to London City. We made a nice, relatively smooth landing after the steep approach. So good live stream. So until the next time, thank you all. As I punch my notebook, thank you all very much for watching. Take care out there, and I will catch you all later. Saturday, 10 a.m. UK time. Bye, guys.